is that time again. Episode, what is this, 14 of the Snobcast. I'm here once again with my much smarter and more intelligent co-host, Shay Smoke. Say what's up, Shay.
What's up?
And I am more than thrilled to have with me Doctor.
That's weird.
Gina Delgado.
Hello, I'm Dr. Delgado, but you can just call me Gina.
Or the Doctor.
Oh, the
doctor.
doctor.
The doctor's in
I mean,
the doctor.
I mean that sounds great too, but I'm still trying to figure out how to embrace doctor first of all.
Now we're gonna.
Gina?
Yeah.
Dr. G?
Dr. G.
I like Dr. G. I really
Dr.
do.
G.
Dr.
Ooh.
G.
Ooh.
It's like Dr. Oz, except less crazy.
It's
Or Dr. Dre.
I was going for Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You're pretty gangster, so that's fine.
Yeah.
That'll work. We're going to take a trip back in time, guys, to the early 21st century, from the year 2000 to 2009. There was a seemingly smorgasbord of boiling hot water that was the independent film scene that was started back in the 90s by things such as Miramax and Lionsgate. Studios that were putting out amazing work, and those studios started expanding. Lionsgate obviously started making more films. IFC started putting out stuff. Focus Features, Sony Picture Classics, Miramax, and of course Fox Searchlight all came out in the 2000s to put out independent cinema and put it on the map. And that's what myself and my lovely guests are going to talk about today. And let's start with ladies first. Our picks for today. Gina, since you are the guest, give us your first pick.
All right. This is quintessential me. I watch it probably once a month. It's Le Fabuleux Destin de Amélie Poulain.
Ooh.
Or
Amélie.
Amélie.
Great film. Audrey Tautou. Fantastic film.
yes.
Was that 2001? Is that when that was?
Yeah, it was pretty early. I know that it was I believe it was released in France before the 2000s, but it made a splash here at about 2001 or so.
That's why it qualifies for our list today. I love this movie. This is such a quirky, beautiful, manic pixie dream girl nightmare.
Oh,
It is.
I think that best describes it, right? We follow the day-to-day life of an average French girl named Amélie.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And she's like quirky, right? And you said you hadn't seen it before, right?
I have not seen it.
Okay, so this movie kind of gives you an insight into how someone who has an overreactive daydream mentality, right? So she seems very innocent, and the way that she approaches life is she tries to help people out without them noticing, right? And so, for example, she finds a little box in a brick in her behind a brick in her wall, and it's a little box with like pictures and trinkets
And a toy car.
and a little toy car, right? And so she does all this painstaking work to find out who this person was and to see if they're still alive to give it to them. But she ends up giving it to them, but she doesn't go up to him to give it to him. She goes and calls a phone booth while he's passing by, where she left the box in the phone booth for him. And so when he gets the phone, she hangs up and he looks and there's the box, right? And so you see him kind of be like, wow, like someone's looking after me. And so she's very dreamy, she's very quirky, and like in the end, all she wants is to find someone who appreciates that, right? And it's a big chase. She chases a guy, yes. That sounds creepy. But she kind of like does it in this very special way.
It's a very shoe on the other foot sort of romantic comedy.
Yeah, especially for that time and period.
Yeah.
Like exactly what you described is like a staple per se of indie cinema.
Yes.
It's just that character, say archetype alone. But I haven't seen it, so I can't speak to its nuances. You guys can.
It's one of these times where it's weird because it's a strongly written female character, but she's written in such a tropish manner that you wouldn't assume that. You wouldn't assume that this character, who by all intents and purposes is a by the numbers female protagonist, would transcend that, but she does, because she is so interesting and she's so loving and unique and damn quirky. It just sort of works. That's a great start. That's a great first pick, Gina. I think that's a good movie. If you guys haven't seen this movie, I don't know what the fuck
I'm
you're doing.
afraid to see it.
Why?
I'm afraid that I'm gonna see it and then it's gonna resonate too hard.
It resonated way too hard for me, to the point where I my tattoo says "Times are hard for dreamers," and so like I honestly I didn't have much socialization growing up, and so I got my socialization through film. And so, like, I literally incorporated her quirkiness into my personality, and now I can't get rid of it.
Right down to the haircut.
Oh, yeah, I had the haircut and everything.
Yeah. I love that.
You understand, me and the Doc go way back.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's, what, like...
16 years,
16,
something like
I would say I'm 34 now. Oh, I'm 34 now.
Yeah, like 16 years,
It's
bro.
all coming
It
back.
just is too much right now.
I showed her a video earlier from when 16, 17 years old, and yeah, it was, to say the least, it was weird, because I was like a weird kid.
It's okay.
Oh, bad.
Oh, wait, who was
Oh,
it?
big surprise.
Me and my brother were weird kids.
Yeah.
It's fine though. Shay, what you got for me?
Oh, dang. Okay, so...
You showed me a list of stuff you didn't pick, but I want to know what the first
Actually,
pick
no. I sent you my entire list, which that's what typically happens when we come up with our picks every episode. Is I grab a million of them. I just go through my IMDb.
Except mine is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Except yours is written on paper, and mine is written on notes.
Old school.
But yeah, this is like showing Gina just like the list
Ooh.
of.
Yeah.
These are, you didn't pick these.
I picked 3 of them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so for my first pick, this is a 2001 film, but I don't know if it was specifically released then because it is, like Amelie, also a foreign film.
Mm-hmm.
So this reigns from Japan, and it is a little-known film. A lot of people know it, but a little-known film called Suicide Circle. It also goes by Suicide.
I almost put that on my list.
Suicide Circle.
Club,
I'm gonna write this down
as it's known in the United States. Good pick.
Thank you.
Tell us about the Suicide Club.
Yes.
So this is...
I like that pick.
Oh my god. So, to me, I would say if you're looking for indie horror, indie psychological horror, this is by far one of the most formative films that I found from my list. Like commenting on that and expressing that, and it's by Sion Sono, directed by Sion Sono, who is a fantastic, very out there film director.
Out there is an understatement. Man's fucking crazy.
I saw, what was it? I've only seen Tag as another one of his
That's a
movies.
good one.
And that one also very
That's
much
actually a good
convinced me.
introduction to his style. That's a really good introduction.
Yeah, which if you have, I think Tag should still be on Netflix, which is where I found it. And I'm like, wow, he's one of those directors with expensive, cool tastes and music and all that, but at the same time what he's expressing can come across as very dark, especially when you're looking at Suicide Circle / Club, which comments kind of on the environment, like the how do you put it, the psychological environment that exists in Japan, where a lot of it's a well-known thing where there's a lot of people and there's a lot of mental illness that goes on in Japan.
You have all those damn people on an island.
All those damn people. And it's
too many of them.
And there's way too many weebs. That would drive me insane.
So what does the movie kind of make a commentary on? Because I was reading I'm just reading here online that it says it's a wave of seemingly unconnected suicides that strike Japan in the efforts of police to determine the reasons behind strange behavior. And so, like, I don't remember when this happened, and I don't even remember if this was in the early 2000s, but I do remember reading about a string of suicides happening because of a blog post that happened, and then somebody else thought that, and then they committed suicide, and so it kind of was like a chain reaction. But I didn't know if this was before or after that.
I've never heard about it, but
it might have been after.
Rings as no surprise to me whatsoever.
Right.
It's also, if you also know Japanese or J-horror cinema,
they have a whole forest where they kill themselves.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not even going to
Ayokigara?
Yeah, which there also have been film adaptations, Jake Paul videos on that.
Jake Paul.
We're not going to talk about The Forest. That's an awful movie.
I've never touched it, and I never plan to because I'm just like, respect.
They should have made maybe cast an Asian person.
Or just made it a movie about the forest and about like, why does this happen?
Right.
Instead, a white girl gets lost in the forest.
Oh no, poor white girl.
Oh my god.
Oh,
does she run towards the trouble because she's trying to figure
As
out?
usual.
I think, what is it? I'm
usual.
a journalist, or my twin sister.
I think it was actually the twin sister one.
No, you don't go investigate. You run.
I'm not even
And-
lying.
But they never run. White people be like,
I mean,
what's this?
no offense, but
No offense to white people. We
y'all
love you, white
go
people.
off bungee jumping.
I do love
and like mountain
white people.
climbing, and I'm like, I'm over here like us Latinos and Black people and people of color were like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, no, I'm Filipina. The suspicions are real.
Us Latinos be like, no puedo hacer.
No puedo, no lo voy a hacer. No lo voy a hacer. Sorry, no. Give me a Corona. No.
Give me a Corona or a Modelo.
No Modelo.
No puedo nada ya.
But yeah, so
Not today.
basically what this film entails, and if you also want a similar recommendation or a contemporary, Pulse, the film Pulse, which is also a film trending again because it has one of the grossest, like scariest scares without a jump scare in it. Ooh, creepy film.
I don't
Fantastic
think I've
film.
seen that one.
It's about the
Pulse.
contagiousness of mental illness, essentially,
Ooh.
and it's a pretty great film.
Is
but
that a 2001 film also?
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't choose that one because I do love Suicide Club better.
Kiyoshi Kurosawa.
Yep.
2001. It also
Which
qualifies
I
for
guess,
this list.
I guess that's a twofer. This is a twofer.
Hey.
It's a twofer.
I'm okay with that.
Japanese cinema, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous film. It starts out if you go in cold, which I definitely did because I go out seeking this stuff.
Right,
And
right.
I love horror.
Didn't I tell you she was gonna pick some freaky ass shit?
Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
It's only gonna get worse.
I'm
It
good.
is
You're
only
talking to
gonna
the right
get worse.
person,
But,
honestly.
It is
Yeah,
only
gorgeous film. It starts out making you think it's a crime thriller and ends up dissolving into madness,
Ooh,
basically. And
that's up
that's
my
all you
alley.
need to, yeah.
Up my alley.
Watching this film was such an experience because while I was watching it, I hated it. And I was like, what's happening? Like, this is going nowhere. This is going everywhere.
Right.
Where's it going to end up? And where it ends up, it's what I like to call a punchline film. Where at the end of the film, it's just like,
Finally.
there it is.
Yep.
There's
There's
your movie.
the bow on the top of
Exactly.
the entire
Yep.
film.
Exactly.
Okay.
Those can work if the story is if the payoff is worth
Payoff.
it,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta keep me engaged
good.
all the way to the end.
Mhm.
Because if you don't, sorry,
Which it
you
definitely
lost me.
does because you're just like, what the hell am I watching? What the hell is going on? But okay, this is happening, and it does end up somewhere like fantastically interesting in my opinion.
And obviously, as you know, here at the Snobcast, we do not spoil movies for people, so
No.
we're not
We'll
going to
spoil
spoil
it.
it. Even our
Spoil it.
reviews do not have spoilers in them.
Illegal.
Yeah.
Which
It's
I was really
illegal.
surprised.
Illegal.
I was really surprised your Mad God one did not have every spoiler ever in it
I
you
tried
went
so hard.
almost
Oh
1,000
my God.
words about this movie.
Oh my god, that movie. We'll have to. That's one of those movies where
Oh, don't worry. There's a second topic
have
I
to
didn't tell you about, and we're gonna get to it.
Oh, okay.
And you're
it's
probably
just
gonna be
one
able
of
to
those
talk
movies
about
that
Mad
I have
God.
to cope with,
Yeah.
and I cannot recommend it to another living soul. Period.
Yeah. So you're gonna get to talk about Mad God later, so don't worry about it.
Oh, cool.
Good pick. Obviously, Suicide Club for everybody that didn't know. My first pick. Everybody, if you know me, you know my favorite movie is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Of course.
Well, that came out in 2005, 2004. Michel Gondry directed it. His follow-up came out in 2006. Les Sciences de Repos, The Science of Sleep.
Oh, I love the science of sleep.
I have not seen that.
And
Wow.
Oh.
Miss Gina over here, when I was much younger, used to say that I looked very much like the star of this film, Gael Garcia Bernal.
Oh, Gael.
Oh,
Okay.
Gael.
Did I not look like Gael when I
You
was
did.
younger?
You had like the same sort of facial structure.
I do.
Right? And so
I
like
can see
I was very handsome back in my day.
Oh, you're still handsome, Will.
I thank
The
you.
nose ring helps.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's a
really
good
does.
nose ring. I like
It's a
it.
good nose ring.
Oh, yeah.
So
I need to
obviously,
get
The
one.
Science of Sleep is in 3 languages. It's in English, in Spanish, and because it has Charlotte Gainsbourg in it, it's also in French.
Yep.
Say no more.
After my own heart.
Oh my god. We
Yeah.
love Charlotte Gainsbourg.
We do. She is a queen.
Yes, she is.
Mainly because she keeps working with that twisted motherfucker,
yes.
Lars von Trier,
And Gaspar Noé,
and Gaspar Noé.
which is also a film that I also just reviewed.
Lux Eterna.
Looks at her.
Crazy shit. So, Science of Sleep is a fucking amazing movie. It's about a man, we were talking about dreams earlier, in Amélie. This is a man who's entrenched by his own dreams and love struck with a French woman that lives in his apartment building, and everything turns into felt at some point in the fucking movie.
It's amazing. It's a piece of art.
It's art.
Literally.
I mean, they literally
motion.
take off on a felt horse
Yes, they do.
at one point, and it's not real. And it's Michel Gondry just going
Michel
fucking
Gondry.
insane.
And I feel bad for. I have not seen the film, and I want to, because Michel Gondry, for people who don't know, is one of the staple artistic directors.
That's all I need to show you.
Literally the big hands.
Big hands.
That's it.
He's throwing big hands.
Yeah, and that's him. You know, I really relate to this movie because I have narcolepsy, right? And then when you have narcolepsy, you can't figure out what reality is. Wow. I have the circadian rhythm of a child or a baby, right? And so I get stuck in the middle between reality and fantasy when I'm dreaming. Yeah. And I will wake up.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, God, he was gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
I see it. I see it.
That's
God.
And so,
I do see
basically, I will get stuck in reality, and I will get up from my bed and go to the shower, and then immediately go back and wake up in my bed.
Wow.
Or I'll get up and go fix a cup of coffee, and then wake up in my bed, right? And so he, in the majority of the movie, he's mixing reality and fantasy, and so like in that scene, he has huge hands, right? Kind of like when you're in daydreams or in dreams.
That's a cat band.
Yeah, he's in a cat band. Like nothing makes sense in your dreams, right? But the movie makes sense.
Yeah. So he literally put like your life or an aspect of your life on screen.
Yes,
yeah.
He did.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this movie is incredible. I can't stress it enough. Before Michel Gondry tried to go mainstream and ruined his career with Green Hornet, this guy was just making film after film that was bangers. Because he did Be Kind, Rewind right after this one. And it doesn't qualify.
I haven't heard of Be Kind, Rewind forever.
I am very good at what I do, Gina.
Not to mention all of the iconic, notorious music videos that he did.
Correct, including Fell in Love with a Girl by the White Stripes, which is one of the best music videos ever made. And obviously, you know, Science of Sleep is a great movie. It's not his best movie because obviously Eternal Sunshine exists.
Yeah.
And it's one of the greatest movies ever made. And it doesn't qualify for this list because I would go on talking about it for 14 and a half hours.
That's going to be an episode all
that could be an episode all in itself, a bonus episode for people if they subscribe to our Patreon. Damn. If you guys want to give us money, we can do that.
Subverting my expectations, Will.
Thank you. I don't know what you thought I was going to pick.
I thought you were going to pick that because he never shuts up about it.
I wouldn't do that. So what I love about this is the budget was $6 million. It made $15 million worldwide, so it did get its money back.
Oh, good.
And I love that. And Moi Moi is also in this movie. She's a French actress and singer. They filmed this all in France, but Gael Garcia Bernal is supposed to be Spanish in the movie, even though he is hardcore Mexican. I mean, look at the boy. He is not Spanish.
He's a man, okay? He's a man.
That's a man, even though he's only 5'4".
I don't care.
Only
give me this tiny man.
Every inch matters, okay?
That's what she said.
Spin that out.
Short men put themselves down.
Certainly what she said. I mean, I'm at least 5'9", so I'll take that as a victory.
I just love the film because it does what Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind does, where you get connected with the characters so much. You feel their emotions, right? So you feel his infatuation towards his neighbor, right?
And Stefan and Stephanie are far less toxic than Joel and Clement.
Yes, definitely.
And the fact that they're named Stefan and Stephanie is amazing.
Right, yeah. Like, what a coincidence is that? But, like, he's so infatuated, and, like, he would remind me of me how I would get infatuated.
And I'm not going to lie to you, I see a lot of myself in Stefan. I see a lot of, aside from the fact that I look like the guy, I see a lot of myself in him. There's a scene where he's underwater, and he's surfing through this landscape of coral, and it's all made of felt. And it's insanity. And so, if there's any film I'm going to recommend 100% that you watch, and I know you're not going to do it if I recommend it, so, it would be The Science of Sleep. This movie is incredible, and I think there's nudity, which is always...
nudity.
I think so. I think there's some nudity.
I think you get to see full dong.
Do I?
Yeah, I think there's full dong.
Who's dong? I don't remember.
I think you get full Gael Garcia dong.
Oh, I've gotten that a lot. I mean, I've gotten that a lot.
It's like I've seen plenty of dong.
You start forgetting them like after a minute.
I don't forget his. I'm kidding.
Where's your husband Michael at?
Sorry, Michael. This was before you.
Where is Michael at?
Not that I had a lot of boyfriends. I was just in love with celebrities.
So. It happens. I mean, if it's right there in front of you.
And like, there's a quote that Stephanie has in the movie, and I think it very much describes my life. And it's randomness is difficult to achieve.
It is.
Oh, that hits deep.
And I think that's true because a lot of us in our daily life try to think that we're very unique or that everything we do is random.
Individuality complex.
Yeah.
But that just comes with being human. But in reality, randomness is really, really hard to do, to be. And I love the tagline is close your eyes and open your heart. That's the tagline for this movie. And The Science of Sleep is incredible. I love this fucking movie. Gina, what else you got? Because you had some good insight on that movie.
Oh, well, with Science of Sleep?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, gosh. Okay. So also, it's very with the art. I want to get on the art about it.
The art is so good.
Think of stop motion art.
There's a little bit of that in there.
Yeah. And there's when he says felt, I mean everything's made out of felt.
Like literally felt.
It's literally felt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's just like one big like if they made a stage made out of felt. And everything's a bit artsy.
There's a whole set made out of cardboard and felt.
Yes.
At one point.
Yes. It is so artsy. It's got a really individual perspective.
It's a unique aesthetic.
And Gael really personifies like someone who is just too much of a daydreamy person, right? Just really would rather escape real life than fucking deal with it, which is exactly how I am.
This poster.
There's the felt horse right there.
It's just like when you see the poster, you're just like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
But the best thing about it is using that material works as a double entendre because the movie is also meant to be felt.
It's deeply felt.
Ooh, girl, I didn't even think about that. Like
it's deeply felt.
Yes,
it is a movie that you feel.
Why didn't they use that on the poster?
Oh,
listen, I'm smarter than Michel Gondry's marketing team. His marketing team
fired.
Yeah, they're fired.
Replaced.
Listen, we might be able to get Michelle back in the director's chair with me at the helm here. I'll just mark it as next
Michelle,
movie.
where you at?
I mean, when he sticks to what he does,
call him up.
He's incredible. But when he makes Green Hornet, he just should never do that.
So what was literally the last thing that Michelle was up
I believe it was Green Hornet. I think that was the last thing that he did.
Green Hornet's the one with Seth Rogen, right?
Yeah.
I never watched that one.
No one else did either. That's the point.
I'm
making.
I think one time Landon told me he watched it, and then I didn't hear anything from it.
I mean, after that, he went back to making Bjork videos.
Good, as he should.
And the Chemical Brothers videos.
Seth Rogen, I'm sorry, but he is my squishy daddy body.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Squishy daddy.
Yeah, he's squishy. Shut up, I love him. I love the fact that he's making ceramic now, and then he has his own weed company, and then I just adore him. He was always the nerdy daddy squishy guy. And I loved him. So I just didn't watch Green Hornet because I could not see him.
Don't do it. Yeah. Don't fucking do it. Do not do it. It's a terrible movie.
It's that bad.
It's a terrible movie.
Oh my God.
And I love Michel Gondry. It's a terrible movie.
Well, it is a shame when they try to push artistic directors into that mainstream.
Correct. It doesn't always work.
Taika Waititi.
Can we talk about Corinne Harmony and Spring Breakers?
I love Spring Breakers.
I love Spring Breakers.
I couldn't love it. I
dressed up as Spring Breakers for Halloween.
I love Spring Breakers. I can't.
It just reminded me of like.
I can't go with you on that ride.
You can't because like. It just like it didn't mesh with me.
Now, early Harmony Corinne, I'm surprised anyone likes.
I do.
Crazy shit.
That's why I love 19-year-old Harmony Corinne writing kids, making his own
kids and Gummo. Like I just ate that up because growing up, I also had this like depressive streak in my life, and so so I would watch movies like Requiem for a Dream or Spun. And
Spun is good. That's a movie that doesn't qualify because it costs too much money to make, but it's a good movie.
Jason Schwartzman is another short. I love short.
Did we mention that we've interviewed Robert twice?
Robert Schwartzman?
Yes. Twice.
What? You have his number?
Yes, I do. I actually do.
Give her his number.
I'm waiting for nothing. When did your heart go missing? She loves Rooney. She loves Rooney.
There's so many short men that I have on my list.
I'm taller than him too.
Short men, start writing your numbers down.
No,
the doctor is in and ready for your appointment.
Doctor is in to evaluate short men. Just evaluate, not actually do it.
She's here for your.
So much fun.
She's gonna be your. She's ready to be your primary physician, ladies.
Not even a position.
Definitely, gentlemen.
Definitely.
I got a husband. Okay, sorry, Michael. Michael, you're very tall and handsome. I love you.
He is very tall. He looks like he's like 6'3".
He's 6'2".
There you go. Very tall man.
I cannot believe you have Robert Schwartzman's. I love him.
So we met him first here at the festival, Las Vegas Film Festival, for his previous film.
Yeah.
Not the new one that just came out, but his previous film called Unicorn.
Yes.
starring Lucy Hale. We were there for the premiere. Nick Rutherford's in it. Nick Rutherford's a hilarious comedian, one of the producers on Rick and Morty, also in a couple of the episodes as well. Great movie. Saw it with Nick Rutherford in the audience, and Laura Lapkus was with us. Yeah. I met all three of them, and then we interviewed him for his last movie that he just did a few years ago, called The Argument, and he was on my phone.
Oh my gosh! No, with him, I'm gonna have to drop this that one right there. I'm gonna get those digits and never do anything with it. Never gonna do anything with it. I'm just gonna be like.
And that reminds me. That does remind me. Before we get to our second picks, if you want to check out that interview, it's on our YouTube channel, as well as a bunch of our other interviews, including our newest interview with Oscar nominee twice over, Mr. Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon.
Check out that interview.
Well, Johnny and I, we did Long Day's Journey into Night on Broadway a few years back. So we played brothers in that. So it was actually interesting to be playing, total strangers after having been through that experience, because we became quite close during that production. But I loved working with Emma. I had never met her before, or obviously hadn't worked with her, and she just has such a warmth about her and an openness, and she's just such a generous scene partner.
Anyway, now that that's over with, let's get to second picks. Gina, what you got for me?
Ooh, okay. I think they're in this
because so far these have been bangers, all of them.
I'm looking through the movies.
I'm looking through the movies because there was a couple in there that I actually.
But you already had yours picked out.
It was Thumb Scrubber, not Thumbsucker. It was Wrist Cutters.
Wrist Cutters, a love story.
Just like damn. Okay, you just named a book.
So I love this movie,
Gina.
Cutters?
I haven't.
Tell us
That's another one that he recommended to me, and I just have not watched.
Never gonna do it.
I'm never gonna do it.
It's available right now.
You know me too well, and you know my taste. It's gonna resonate too hard.
It is gonna resonate way too hard.
It's gonna resonate too hard.
You're gonna see too much of yourself in Shannon Sossman.
Oh boy, I gotta be prepared for that. I gotta be in a mental space. But anyway,
Nick Offerman plays a cop. It's amazing. Tell us about the movie.
Okay, so it's about the afterlife, but the afterlife looks like a paler, grayer version of real life, right?
So there's a heaven, there's a hell, and then there's the in-between, which is where they're stuck. Because if you kill yourself, you don't go to either. You go to this purgatory where no one's, according to the movie, and this is a direct quote, no one smiles and everyone's an asshole.
And nobody smiles in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And everyone's an asshole.
Shit.
Everyone's an asshole because they've all killed themselves. They don't give a shit, right? And so you have Shannon Sossman, who's like
hot.
She's gorgeous in this film.
Yeah, she's got the pixie cut and everything.
Oh my god!
Almost Famous. What's his name from Almost Famous?
Patrick Fugit. I mean, look at that.
Fugit.
Oh man,
she's so cute.
Wait, who's sitting in the back over there?
That is Mr. Shea Wiggum, and he plays a gypsy.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. A dead gypsy named Eugene.
Hilarious.
There is Golgo Bordello songs in this soundtrack.
Oh my gosh.
Golgo Bordello is gypsy punk.
Yes.
Music.
For
real.
It's
one
fucking
of my incredible.
Favorite Ukrainian American bands.
Also, Jesus in this movie is played by Tom Waits.
Yep.
And Will Arnett.
Yep.
As it should be. Wait, what?
And Will Arnett.
Jesus is played by Tom Waits and Will Arnett?
Will Arnett plays a cult leader.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There's a cult in purgatory.
BoJack Horseman plays a cult leader. I could get behind that.
And Tom Waits plays Jesus, basically.
Yeah.
As he should.
Yep.
As he should.
Yep. So like it's just their adventure being in purgatory, just trying to figure out like how to get out of it. She's trying to get out of it. She thinks there's a mistake, and then he is looking for someone else I'm trying not to spoil it, but he's trying to look for someone else in purgatory, and so they just ride around in this beat up car
that has a black hole in the passenger seat.
So I always reference this for my car is that there every time something falls, it gets sucked up into the black hole underneath the passenger side.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the gig with this movie is that everything's always falling into the black hole.
Oh my god.
Like Michael, played by Shannon Sossman, at one point loses her glasses, and you never find them again.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're gone.
She's so mad.
The direct quote is, "Do you guys like it here? Who the hell likes being stuck in a place where you can't even smile? It's hot as balls. Everyone's an asshole. I just want to go home."
Yep.
It sounds like Vegas.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I've only been here for 7 months, and so I came from Phoenix, so it's not that big.
Oh, okay.
The best
thing, kind of.
Eugene, played by Shea Wiggum, the gypsy, has the best lines in the movie.
He does.
Yeah, wherever she is, I bet she found someone by now. Probably some black guy who hung himself with his dick. He's like a Russian gypsy, and it's fucking. I love this character.
He's great.
He's
such
amazing.
a good. He reminds me of the character from Eternal Sunshine.
Yes.
Not Eternal Sunshine. Sorry. Everything is Illuminated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because
it's not the same person.
That's a great movie. Starring Elijah Wood.
Yes.
Great movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's Illuminated. Could have qualified for this list too.
Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about it.
Great movie. Great movie. Good slice of life, existential crisis movie.
Slice of life.
That's my whole thing is existential crises.
Yeah.
Movies that give me an existential crisis, I'm there. Movies that give me quirkiness, I'm there.
Make me feel something.
I need to feel something in this dead world.
Yeah, that's what this movie's actually about. They just want to feel something again.
It's felt.
It sounds like an emo movie.
It is very emo.
I was an emo girl. Like, yeah.
Same.
You were an emo girl.
I was like the biggest emo dude ever.
You still
Like,
are.
I was the king emo.
You
Gina will
were
tell
the
you.
emo king.
Yes.
Gina will tell you, I was king emo.
Yup. He
Oh
was
my
King
God.
Emo. I had the little, like, bob haircut with the multicolored hair and, like, you just going to shows, thinking you're cool. Yeah.
Just in the corner. And me, I'm not in the corner. I'm usually on the actual.
Yeah.
On
yes,
the stage.
In the stage.
On the
yeah.
fucking stage.
Yeah. Where you belong.
Where I belong. Where I belong on the stage.
This movie, like, I just
I love
really,
this fucking movie, dude.
I really enjoyed. It's kind of like that Wes Anderson feel where, like, there's a bunch of silence happening, but that silence says a lot, right? So there's a lot of Wes Anderson out there that's like, you just see the character just sitting there.
The word you're looking for is it's twee as fuck.
Twee?
Twee.
What's
Gotcha.
twee?
Twee is like
Kitsch?
it's like kitsch but for hipsters.
Oh, I
Kitsch
like
is still
that.
for hipsters.
Nah,
I would say twee is for preps.
cause kitsch is more like the alternative kids
Kitsch.
make kitsch. You know what I mean?
Oh.
The hipster kids make twee.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
You know, Sushi and the Banshees. That's more of like kitsch.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Whereas, you know, New Edition is twee.
What about Belle and Sebastian?
That's twee.
Okay, got
I
you.
haven't heard
That's
of
Tweet.
Belle and Sebastian in
Piazza, New York, catcher,
forever.
motherfuckers.
I'm gonna look it up.
People
right
don't
now,
know
like,
that
right
guy
now.
directed a movie that doesn't qualify because it came out in 2012. But the singer from that band directed a movie.
Which movie was that?
It's
I think I
called.
know what you're talking about.
What is it called?
Is it like the concert?
God Save the Girl or something like that.
With Emily...
Browning. Emily
Yes.
Browning.
I
Yes.
still haven't seen that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Okay.
good. Yeah, it's not bad. He does a good job of directing it. It's actually quite good. The music's amazing, obviously, because Belle and Sebastian. But, I love this movie. Risk Cutter is amazing. I have no words for this movie except that Tom Waits is on the soundtrack. Go Go Bordello all over the motherfucking place.
Yep.
There is Love Will Tear Us Apart is also in the song, so you have to have Joy Division or else,
Yep.
you know, it's like Graham Parsons. The soundtrack is. I'm looking at the soundtrack now, and it's just amazing. Go Go Bordello. I love Go Go Bordello. If you guys don't listen to Gypsy Punk, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Do it.
Taking notes.
Go
Risk
to
Cutters
your
is an
Spotify.
incredible fucking movie. I am mad at anybody. I can't believe you've never seen this movie. You would love this movie.
It will resonate too deep.
No, I don't know that it'll
You will
resonate.
felt it.
No,
so
I
much.
okay.
You will felt it.
I will felt it.
You will felt it.
It's deeply felted.
But I mean, look at that
Deeply
Shannon
felted.
Sossaman. Look at that Shannon Sossaman.
She is so beautiful.
Babe.
Wasn't she she was the front woman of Warpaint, correct?
That's correct. She
Yeah.
was in Warpaint.
Yeah.
Fantastic band.
The first time I
Fantastic
ever
band.
saw her was in The Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger.
That's where a lot of us saw her.
Yeah.
I saw her in a movie that also could have qualified for this list. The Rules of Attraction.
Yeah, you're right.
Which film boys love to talk about.
They
the
do.
opening scene.
And yeah, that and because of the definite incel vibes. I called you out, you son of a bitches. I know who you are.
Yeah,
We know who you are.
we know.
We know.
Seriously.
Quentin Tarantino is my favorite director.
Man, you guys see Fight Club? Fight Club is so good, man.
Fight Club is everything, man. What's your favorite movie? The Dark Knight Returns.
So it's funny because John Hawkes is also in this movie, and we're going to talk about another John Hawkes movie when I get to my pick.
All right.
And I love John Hawkes. He's in some incredible independent films. John Hawkes is a great actor. He's actually in Winter's Bone, which doesn't qualify for this list because it came out in 2010. Jennifer Lawrence's breakthrough. She was nominated for an Oscar for that one.
Lawrence.
Now she plays his meth addicted uncle.
Oh,
Nice.
He's good
that
at that.
sounds like something I'd watch.
Oh, it's a great film.
It's got meth in
it's
it?
about hillbillies in like Missouri.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Missouri.
Risk Cutters is fucking amazing. Dude, I love this movie so much. Great pick, Gina.
They came around the same time, and I just want to make this like a little thing. Like, I noticed that there were 3 movies that came out around the same time that all had the same amount of syllables. It was Thumbsucker, Wrist Cutters, and Chum Scrubber.
And I've not heard of Chum Scrubber though.
Chum Scrubber.
Wait, can we talk? What is that?
Chum Scrubber. Oh, gosh, I didn't forget.
It has Jamie Bell in it. It stars Jamie Bell.
Okay.
And it's about this kid. I'm gonna get it up here because I haven't seen it.
It's been a while since I saw it.
I do know a Thumbsucker, which is a great movie.
Lou Taylor Pucci.
He's also short too.
He is also short.
Check.
It's a 2005 movie, which Wrist Cutters came out in 2006, and Thumbsucker came out in 2005 also. The year I graduated high school. Fuck me.
Oh my god, I'm a 2006, so I understand.
Jamie Bell, Allison Janney, Rory Culkin, who's also in Igby Goes Down, which is an incredible movie that also qualifies for this
Igby
list.
Goes Down.
Glenn Close, Camilla Bell, Justin Chatwin, great cast. Basically, this movie is about a dark satirical story about a life crumbling in the midst of a seemingly idyllic suburbia. It's another existential crisis film about white people suffering in the suburbs.
Yes, I love seeing white people suffer in the suburbs. That's my favorite.
Evolutionary Road, American Beauty, shit.
Billy Fichtner's in this movie. Ray Fiennes also in this movie.
Oh,
yep.
Ray Fiennes is the shit. I love Ray Fiennes.
Voldemort.
Yeah, he's Voldemort.
He should not be named. I've never seen those movies, by the way.
You've never seen those movies?
No, not even by accident.
Do you not even have a inkling of wanting to watch them?
No, and I've partied with Harry Potter. That's a fun story.
Are you kidding
That's a fun
me?
story. Yeah, that's a fun story.
What?
I'm so mad.
You were
that I
there
missed
for that. We invited you to come.
What happened?
I'm gonna be
I
around
was underage
often.
at that
So-
time. I was not allowed in.
Story time.
Or R.I.P.
Story time.
But
Story time.
I also saw him at a different point. You start.
Story time. 2019 Sundance Film Festival. Me and Shay go with Landon and our boy Ralph Mondabior, who you will remember from our episode a few months ago.
We love you, baby boy.
We do love you, Rafe. You're the man. Love you. Our Norwegian Venezuelan honey
Viking.
baby boy.
That is an interesting combo.
He's from Venezuela, but he lives in Norway.
Like,
So when he talks like this a lot. This is exactly how he sounds. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's like he's right here.
Yeah, it's like he's right here, except like way less room. He's taking up way less room.
He does his voice every time.
I do, and it's always exactly how he sounds.
Because he's iconic.
He is iconic.
Yeah.
And the hair is better than mine. His is more of a mane. Mine's more of a.
His is like very grandiose.
Yeah, mine's more.
Headbanger.
Yeah.
yeah.
His
no.
is like Claudio from Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
the hair.
Yeah. So we're at a party that he invited me to, hosted by TNT TBS for the new show Miracle Worker, starring
I love Miracle Worker.
Geraldine Bishwanathan, who was there,
Yeah.
and Daniel Radcliffe and
And
Steve
Steve-
Buscemi,
Daniel
who was
Radcliffe.
not there.
R.I.P.
So
Really?
we go to the party. There's a velvet rope there, and we go there to the party, and there's a velvet rope there, and Ralph's like, I don't like to talk to famous people like this. So I removed the velvet rope. I'm like, Danny Rads, what's up, buddy? So we just go up and talk to him.
Oh my god, I thought.
He has pictures.
Oh my god, I love
Wait,
that
okay,
short
so
man too.
Yeah, short kings
Short
everywhere.
kings
He's
of
bringing
the
it up right now.
Shout out for my short kings out there. We love you all.
Oh my god.
As a 5'9"
And I
man
thought I was
myself.
friends with him after we locked eyes when he was on stage at one of his Broadway shows. But
Is
goodness
it
gracious,
the one where he shows? Is it the one where he goes full dick?
No, I wanted to see
Ex-
that, but
ex-
no, it was another one where he played like a businessman that couldn't go up the ladder.
I
or
forget
something
which one
like that.
that was called, but he was brilliant in it. There he is.
I'm coming to all of these places you guys come. I'm sorry. This is gonna. I'm gonna be the appendix to the podcast.
Oh my gosh! Please come to Sundance.
The thing is, Danny Rads wasn't
Yeah.
even the handsomest guy I took a selfie with.
Who?
oh my god!
That's her boyfriend.
That's your. It was like you guys.
No, it's Jesus.
That's her boyfriend.
You guys are hilarious.
I love this man so much.
My notorious partner, who we literally talk about and simp over all the time over the podcast, it's super embarrassing, but he's like never here. But he might be here actually soon.
Okay. When is Sundance, by the way?
January.
January. So it's like the end of January.
How
like
much?
last
Yeah.
week of
We get in for free.
Everyone like this.
All right.
We are doing it this year.
We only pay like $300 a person to stay there for a week and a half.
Ladies and
That's my-
gentlemen,
oh my God.
ladies and gentlemen, Gina is going to be around for a lot more.
So,
I'm just gonna insert myself.
Yeah.
So-
be a constant.
I'm okay with this.
So
very much tinier Daniel Radcliffe story, but also at that particular Sundance. And it was very strange. I was on one of the very exciting free shuttle buses that they provide for
They are the best.
Get around town.
They are incredible.
They are incredible. They are fun. They are busy. They are heavy. It's like loafing a bunch of
You
people
never know who
into
you're
a-
going to run into. We usually run into our fellow film critics all the time.
Oh, I
Matt
can
Neglia.
Matt Neglia,
Who is everywhere.
painting you like one of his French girls. That photo's amazing. I had that photo too.
Oh my god.
I'm like loving all these photos you guys have. Like
I have that photo too.
the
Yeah, I love
guys.
how did you just bring that up so quickly?
Well, in
that
Google,
was literally
in Google
2 years
Photos,
ago.
in Google Photos, you can search by city. So I just searched for Park City.
Oh my god. I had short hair. Oh, Black Bear. Oh yeah, I got a pull quote for Black Bear.
Yeah.
That was exciting. Oh, I cried all over my phone.
Oh,
That's me, drawn by her.
That's so cool. Oh yeah, I heard that you do the
All the
what you call it,
logos.
icons and the logos
I
and
do,
that kind
yeah.
of stuff. I love it.
Thank you.
I love that kind of
Yes.
stuff. Oh,
And then
We are very special.
I know
is-
it's great.
yeah, we met Viola Davis.
Oh, girl.
You did.
I did.
You did.
I did.
I just like slipped and almost fell on a
Where
black
have I
ice
been?
like half
Where
the
have I
time.
been? Why am I doing what I do?
You need to come to
I'm
Venice.
just gonna
It
do
is
this.
messy. It is chaotic. It is frustrating. It is
It's
awesome.
worth every single minute.
It
of all
really
that
is.
Then
frustration.
You always
I
have
get to go. Yeah,
stories.
And there's a pretty decent Mexican restaurant there.
Hell
We ate
yeah.
there.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
and the pizza place that Raph brought me to.
I don't
and
eat
had
pizza
the best
anymore.
barbecue pizza.
I can't eat pizza
All right,
anymore.
that's it. I'm coming, and whoever
Keto.
we see there is gonna party with us afterwards. Guaranteed, I can convince them.
Absolutely. Oh no, I'm with you, girl. I got you.
Oh,
We can make
all
some
I need to
finesse.
get the party started is this one. She's crazy.
I am crazy.
I'm okay.
I don't
feel
drink,
that,
so-
I feel that, and I'm okay with it.
The thing
She's
is,
My
on my
aura.
level.
Ooh,
the thing
sorry,
is,
no.
I don't drink. I don't drink, and I'm still crazier than both of you.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. I'm okay with
That's
that.
definitely
okay.
true.
I
That's
can handle
okay.
that.
But back to Risk Cutters. Great movie.
Yes, yes.
Great pick. Shay, what you got for me?
So this one, a lot more people should be aware of. I would hope so. But if you guys are familiar at all with, unfortunately, Pride Month just passed. So I'm sorry for all the people who are no longer allowed to be gay. Gay month is over.
And for
R.I.P.
all the
gay
women
month.
who are no longer allowed to have autonomy on their bodies,
That
we
too.
apologize.
You snooze, you lose.
Should have got that abortion in March, motherfucker.
You
Right.
snooze, you lose. But anyway, for those of you
I'm not gonna
who
lie,
are-
I hate Chick-fil-A today.
You hate 8 chicken.
I don't-
Did you pay for it?
Of course I did.
How dare you?
I can't with them.
I've
Listen,
never had it one time.
I know.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
But it was there.
I
It
do
was the
a lot.
closest place to the Cox store where I had to go get the new modem.
The what store?
The cock store.
Cox.
Okay.
That's
I was very
COX,
confused.
baby.
I was like, you too, Will?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I need
speaking
multiple.
of Cox,
I'm the only one in this podcast that has one equipped.
Yeah, true.
are you sure about that?
Yes.
You never know.
Damn, he can't call my bluff.
I did call her
You
bluff.
don't know what's in this bag, actually.
It's not
Yeah.
equipped.
She's
Mine's
equipped.
Wait,
Mine's
wait.
attached.
She's equipped. She's finding something in
I'm
her bag.
equipped.
Oh my goodness. I want that.
Right? It's a meat grinder from Walmart that I borrowed. And if I ever need to, I'll grind someone's meat.
There you go.
For those
You
of you,
can grandma me with this.
yeah.
I'm gonna take a
Oh
picture.
my god.
Yeah. I live in an interesting area, so you got to be equipped.
Probably necessary. yes.
Very necessary,
So,
and it's cute.
As you were saying.
As I was saying, so if you are at all familiar or even curious about queer cinema, one of the lead figureheads of queer cinema would be Greg Araki.
Yes.
One of the
we
greatest-
were just talking about him.
One of the
earlier.
greatest filmmakers in independent cinema, period,
Yep.
and very underappreciated.
Did you pick
Agreed.
what I think you picked?
I definitely picked what you think I picked. What do you think I picked?
Mysterious Skin.
I picked Mysterious Skin.
I've not seen that Gregor Rocky one.
The
Yeah.
I would
good.
say the most devastating Greg
It's
Araki movie.
it's devastating. We just talked a little bit about it off camera
Uh-huh.
at the last podcast, but
Yeah.
it's basically a existential horror film for anybody
Yes.
who's
Yes.
queer.
Yeah.
All right.
It is, but at the same time, like I would say Greg Araki is the Billy Wilder of the queer cinema movement.
Correct.
Because he can portray those highs, say you have Smiley Face, if fantastic, if not one of the best weak comedies, stoner comedies of
Yeah.
all time,
Smiley
starring
face.
Yeah.
Anna Faris.
Of course, love to her.
I do love that film actually,
I love
and
that.
it's a stupid film,
Oh yeah.
but it's hilarious.
That's part of the charm.
White Bird in a Blizzard's great.
Oh, mwah, beautiful.
Love that one when it came out. I don't know if you guys have seen his show on Stars, Now Apocalypse.
I have not yet.
That's where I met Greg Araki at that same Sundance. Was for that.
She's fanning herself, everyone.
I'm
She's
fan-
fanning
yeah,
herself.
By the way, he is equally as handsome in person.
Yes, he's a very handsome, beautiful man. Great cheekbones.
Great high cheekbones.
Great cheek structure. Greg, I hope you hear this just so you can hear how much I'm simping over your cheek structure.
And obviously the Dune generation, which Gina was talking about earlier.
I actually haven't seen that one yet.
You gotta get
I'm planning on it. I'm already building up my Pinterest wall.
It doesn't qualify for this list because it came out in the mid-90s, but that's a great movie. I love that movie. I think Rose McGowan's in that one. And 90s Rose McGowan is peak Rose McGowan.
Yes,
Jawbreaker Rose McGowan is like...
Jawbreaker. Yes.
Chef's kiss, ladies and gentlemen.
So what is it about the movie that like
Mysterious
captures?
Skin?
That captures, because I haven't seen it yet.
So there's oh my god, there's so much to talk about.
This is one of JGL's best performances.
If not the best. If not,
I like Brick.
Everyone who I haven't seen Brick yet, so I can't say it for sure, but it's he's pointing right to it. It's right in front of my face. That's fine. But Mysterious Skin, I think, is actually one of the greatest movies, at least of this decade, in my opinion. One of the best dramatic films, especially in the queer cinema movement, because it just resonates. You love its characters. Everything about it is so successful in what it does artistically. Thematically, emotionally, it comes across. I watched this for the first time with Landon, and he can attest to the fact that I cried like a motherfucking baby at the end of this movie.
And it's based on a novel by Scott Hine.
It is. You're right. Yeah. I have not read the novel because I don't read.
You know, I know things.
You know a lot of things.
I'm like Peter Dinklage in Game of Thrones. I don't drink and I know things.
There you go. Hey, you need. Okay, I'm gonna get that.
Except I'm like 2.5 feet taller than him.
There you go. Every inch counts, though. But anyway, this really is just a powerhouse film. If I ran my own Academy Awards, this would win Best Picture.
You know what's funny? 2004 was actually a pretty slim year. So yeah.
That's. I mean, we can't really count on the Academy Awards.
Obviously, we know what I would have picked,
except for fluffing fat white man's dicks. So
yeah, particularly
I don't even watch the
fat
Academy
sexual
Awards
offenders.
Yeah, for real. No, it's not even funny.
Like I don't.
But I will tell you, Mysterious Skin would have won my Best Picture in 2004 because Eternal Sunshine came out that year.
So it's competing.
I guess I need to watch it in order to say my pick. But Mysterious Skin will always and forever have a huge. It made a hole in my heart and filled it at the same time.
The biggest word to describe Mysterious Skin is troubling.
More than troubling. Heart-wrenching, crushing, devastating.
Yeah.
But in what it exactly portrays, which I can't even talk about what it is portraying other than the fact that it is a queer film about
a young man.
About two young men.
Yeah.
Whose lives are entangled in ways that are very deeply confusing and hard to navigate, especially for any young person to navigate. And like I said, I can't get that much into it because it's a spoiler. But if you know, you know. And depending on your own experiences, which it could be a bit of a triggering movie. But if you have had those sort of experiences or those experiences resonate with you, then you catch on right away to what it is about. But it's other than also what the subject matter is covering, like I said, it's such a powerhouse of a movie. It's gorgeous, as what you can expect from Greg. It's the cinematography is like dreamy. It's saturated. It captures this sort of
there's
young adult nostalgia.
There's a very and I think you nailed that is dreamlike. There's everything has like sort of a.
Oh my god, the shot where they're in the snow and it's snowing. And
one of my favorite shots is the through the car perspective. She does that a lot in this movie, where the windshield's really dusty. So you get this like dusty filtered look through everything in the car.
Scenes like I appreciate when details are paid attention
and
to.
Brady Corbett is the other young man in that movie.
Yes.
He and JGL work so. For those of you who aren't in the know what JGL means, that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt, motherfuckers. Those two work off of each other so well. And I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I think he's a great actor. I think he does a lot of great work. I mean, obviously he's got some misses. The Walk.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
Don John.
Okay, Don John was hard. It was hard. He was good. He's
directing himself.
You know what I mean? He's good.
Interesting.
He's directing himself.
That was hard to watch for me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's also got his hits as well.
You know what I noticed about what we're talking about? It seems like the theme of the early 2000s to 2009 was this like hopeful, dreamy, like reality, existential feel to it.
Placed against the reality,
and it's,
like existential.
A lot of this is post 9/11, if you'll notice.
Yeah. So it's like a lot escapism.
Yeah.
And like dealing with real issues, but like in a dream-like state.
Also, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, short king, 5'9" and a quarter, same height as me.
What, are you gonna title this? Are you gonna title this the Short Kings of Movies?
We're measuring like every short king that appears in all of our movies.
I mean, the box office king of 2022 is actually also a short king, Mr. Tom Cruise. Who's only,
oh my god.
Who's only like 5'5".
I don't care that he's short. I just can't get over the middle tooth.
Oh yeah, the whole thing where his face is over here and his tooth is right here.
Yeah. I don't even care. He's Tom Cruise.
Okay.
That's my boy.
Okay.
I watched Collateral yesterday. It's still good.
Yeah.
Still good.
Okay.
Michael Mann, baby. Still good. So, Mysterious Skin, basically makes me want to rip the heart out of my chest. And Michelle Trachtenberg's also in it, and I love Michelle Trachtenberg.
She's also brilliant. And the looks, the style, the looks are serving.
Her hair, though.
Her makeup, the eyeliner, on point. What do you call it? The lip penciling.
Oh my gosh, the lip liner.
Marilyn Rajkub also in it, and she's in Dinner in America as well. Marilyn Rajkub, she plays the mom.
Of which one?
Emily's mom. Emily Skag's mom.
No, in Mysterious Skin.
No, in Mysterious Skin, she plays Evelyn Friesen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, she's right there.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah. She's in everything.
I mean, look at that shot.
She really is.
Look at that fucking shot.
That shot. That's when I was like, that's that point.
That's the money shot in this movie.
You guys can't see it right now, but it's the scene where it's snowing and they're just looking up at the snow, and it's these two best friends who have grown up in the same hometown together. One of them is a sex worker, and one of them is trying to get out of state into New York. And they're like, it's the last scene together. In that moment before she ends up leaving the state, and it's at that point in the movie where emotionally like you're in for it, and because it resonates so deeply, and it's like very specific, very heavy situations, especially for young people to deal with. But it's something that happens, and it's something that is deeply felted. And not to mention the soundtrack is absolutely magical.
It's very good, but most Greg Araki movies have good soundtracks.
Yes, he what do you call the genre again? His
genre?
The genre that he loves
music-wise?
Music-wise, using like
shoegaze,
exactly. So you got Cocteau Twins, you've got Harold Budd.
Cocteau Twins are all over the fucking soundtrack.
Oh my god, always.
I'll have to listen to it.
I'm not a shoegaze fan. I mean, if I do, it's gonna be Slow Dive or My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine, which he also uses.
He does, yes. He uses Slow Dive a lot too. And I like Slow Dive.
Slow Dive's great.
Yeah,
Allison.
they're great. Yeah, Allison's a great song. Great song. And then obviously, My Bloody Valentine's a great band. If there's one thing I love as much as movies, it's going to be music.
Yep.
Everyone knows that.
I mean, there would be no, there were movies without sound and without music for a while, but they would still be playing music.
But if you look at the invention of the motion picture, it coincides with the invention of the musical as well, the Hollywood musical. And, the second ever Best Picture winner was a musical.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, you can't really do a movie
and the
without
first
music.
one was a silent film.
Oh. Of course.
But with silent films, there's music.
Yep.
There's
actually a nude scene in the first Best Picture winner as well.
Really?
Wings. It's a war film, but it's a World War I film because the film came out before World War II even happened.
Oh,
you gotta remember,
creepy.
there have been 90 Oscars, so the Oscars started in 1932 or something like that.
Wow, and you know what's funny is that millennials don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. Okay.
Which is really funny, and that brings me to my next point, which I was going to say is next month we're going to be doing a director retrospect, and I'm not going to tell you what director, but I don't know that young people are going to give too much of a shit about it.
They should, though.
But they should.
But especially considering how
influential
his filmmaking has become, especially for, I'd say for a lot of. I can't even talk about it. It's iconic. It's iconic. That's all you need to know.
We're going to go from one influential independent filmmaker to another with my next pick. Ooh. And we mentioned John Hawkes earlier, and he's in a movie directed by the lovely and talented Miss Miranda July called Me and You and Everyone We Know.
I have not seen that
one. And I love this fucking movie. Miranda July, if you guys don't know, also did The Future with Hamish Linklater. And Kajillionaire, which is one of the best movies that came out the last couple of years ago. Brilliant film
that we got to see at Sundance.
Almost got a pull quote for that one too.
Almost.
They emailed me that they were going to use my quote and then just never used it.
Dang.
Too bad.
But
y'all hear that?
John Hawkes stars in this movie. He plays a shoe salesman who tries to connect with an eccentric performance artist, which is basically what Miranda July is anyway.
Yep.
And the two of them meet and are surrounded by these unique people. And what I love about it is John Hawkes has 2 black sons.
Oh, really?
Because his ex-wife in the movie's black. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But this is before that was like a thing.
Right.
Because it came out in 2005.
Right. No, I do notice that, like, in indie, having diversity is probably not.
Well, and Miranda July.
Yeah, because it was very white.
It was very white.
It's
yeah.
very white.
Which is part of it is weird because now you see a lot of movies that have diversity.
Yeah.
So I feel weird watching a movie that
Miranda
doesn't
July
have
That's all white.
Yeah.
When she's doing diversity is great because I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't like The Future very much. I thought that it was too much over the top and too much in her own ass. But How Much Linkletter's a handsome fella. You guys have probably seen what's that TV show that he just did? The one where he plays the priest. The horror one.
Oh, shoot. I love this show.
Midnight Mass.
Midnight Mass. Fantastic show.
Yeah.
If you know who Mike Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan's the best horror director alive right now. He might be.
She's like
American film.
Let me think about that. We'll table that. And I need to think about it.
It's very hard to argue that because he even made a sequel to Ouija that was better than the first Ouija because the first Ouija sucked balls.
He's an auteur.
I didn't like Ouija. Huh?
He is an auteur.
An auteur?
Yes.
And it's funny because we did interview John Gallagher Jr., who was in Hush, working alongside
You're right. Okay.
Mike Flanagan's wife, who plays the main character in that movie. And he talked about working with Mike Flanagan. And he even agrees with me that Mike Flanagan might be the best horror director working.
He might just be.
Gerald's Game.
He's literally rocking everything. And I don't think I've seen a single thing of his that's been a miss for me.
No.
Period.
I
have not seen it.
Because I think he also did Oculus, which I liked a lot too.
Oculus was good.
Oculus, yes.
Now, if I had to have you pick what production company was the main production company behind Oculus, what would you think?
Blumhouse?
Nope.
I don't know.
WWE Pictures.
Wait, what?
Yes.
World
Wrestling Entertainment Pictures.
What?
I'm confused.
As you should be. Doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. What, are they going to branch out because nobody likes wrestling anymore anyways?
They just filled the MGM over the weekend.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's weird, right? But back to my point. You and me and everyone you know, if you haven't seen this movie, fucking weird. I love it. There's a scene where one of the best shots in the movie, she has her shoes and it has you and me written on the shoes and she has them pointing at each other like they're kissing.
Aww.
And it's this adorable thing and it's Miranda July just being her damnedest.
Hell yeah.
And I love this movie, and even my brother, who's not an independent film fan at all, loves this movie.
That is a really cute little photo.
It very much rings like Juno, beginning of Napoleon Dynamite.
But it came out before all those movies.
It's very Amelie, honestly.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Napoleon Dynamite?
Napoleon Dynamite came out late in 2005. This was actually...
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry. Jinx.
Yeah, no, I thought it was earlier than that.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being young.
Even Paluca?
I'm getting... I'm getting all of my timelines.
Oh, you're right. It's 2004.
It's 2004. Still, I thought it was like 2002.
But
I thought it was like
2000. They came out about a year from each other, actually.
Oh, okay.
August 2004 for Napoleon. August 2005 for Me and You and Everyone You Know.
Technically right.
This one not as successful as my previous pick. Budget, and of course I'm lying because the budget was $800,000 and it made $8 million.
Oh,
worldwide.
That's a very skinny budget.
It made $3 million in the U.S. alone.
That's a skinny budget.
The micro indie films used to exist in this time period as where they really don't now. Most of the, and we'll get into that when we get into our other topic that I didn't tell you guys about.
Oh shit!
I always do this. You know this. I always have a topic.
Usually I'm prepared. I'm like.
And it's funny because this was put out on IFC Films. And it debuted, I believe, at Sundance.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because they said when we went to see Gajillionaire that it was like 10 or 15 years since her last Sundance premiere, which was this one, because The Future didn't premiere at Tribeca and not Sundance. whereas this premiered. So technically, this one came out January of 2005.
Okay.
And was probably recorded while no one had ever seen Napoleon Dynamite yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Well, Napoleon was still becoming a thing.
Right. I'm still surprised
that's
it
a great
became
movie,
thing,
by the way.
honestly.
Really?
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie, but I just always found it to be
Any song that starts with the White Stripes is...
Oh, yeah. I felt
You know
like...
it's gonna be good.
I felt like the movie... I felt like I understood it, and I felt like a lot of others did, but I didn't... There were some people, the people in your life that are like mainstream movie only, like they're not any deeper than that. Like I was surprised so many people liked it because it was so indie, like it was uncomfortable at times and offbeat. So I was like very surprised that people enjoyed it, and like quoted it so much because I was thinking, it wasn't going to do that because you got so many people liking it. Where the hell did this come from?
I guess it does speak to like the virality of movies in general.
Right,
and the virality nowadays we call it like meminess of a movie.
The memeness.
The memeness. What is the meme level?
Is this movie memeable?
That one was memeable.
Oh yeah,
Napoleon Dynamite was memeable.
It was very memeable. Also, the score for this movie was Alexandre Desplat, who's worked with Wes Anderson.
Really?
Every single time. Yeah.
Oh,
Alexandre Desplat. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Composer of
I
film
do
scores.
have like a couple of his soundtracks saved.
They're great.
My personal favorite is just Fantastic Mr. Fox.
It's one of my favorite Wes Anderson movies. It might even be my favorite. I just love when he does stop motion.
For real.
Because I liked Isle of Dogs too very much.
I have not seen Isle of Dogs.
It's very good. It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
But I gotta put Fantastic Mr. Fox all the way up there.
It's incredible.
It's up there.
It's incredible.
Nice.
George Clooney's best performance, hands down.
10
Hands down. 10 out of 10. Him and Street.
Academy Award.
Him and the Street Monster killing it.
Oh, the Street Monster.
She's a street monster.
Oh my God.
She eats and devours everybody else's chances at getting a Best Actress nomination.
Street throat.
What does that include? Another Oscar nomination?
Oh yeah.
I'm lost. I'm like, what?
So,
I got lost.
Meryl Streep gets nominated for an Oscar just by appearing in a movie.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making. But yeah, Me, You, and Everyone You Know, Everyone We Know is a fucking great movie, and I can't believe neither of you have seen it. A little bit disappointed that neither of you have seen it.
I think I did. It's one of those, like, I see movies, like, once, and if they don't make an imprint on me, then they don't make an imprint on me.
That's the poster for the movie.
It looks like something I would have watched.
Yeah.
Like, immediately. I would have picked it up and watched it immediately.
Oh, guess who's on his way?
London, baby boy. I'm very happy about that. Well, I mean, that was my pick for my second pick, and I like this movie. I just can't believe neither of you have seen it. I'm a little bit upset that neither of you have seen it. So
I'm here to disappoint.
We'll move on to Gina, your very last pick, and I know what it is, and I'm very happy about this movie.
Wait, is it Y Tu Mama También?
Yes, it is.
It's another Gael movie. Y Tu Mama También. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Directed by Oscar winner Alfonso Cuarón.
Yeah, Cuarón.
And I said that correctly because I am brown.
I am brown. Cuarón. I am brown.
It stars two of the most handsome Mexican people I've ever seen.
Oh.
Mr. Gael Garcia Bernal.
Both of them are short.
And
oh my God.
Diego Luna.
Yes. Oh,
he's delicious.
I love Diego Luna.
He's Diego Luna.
So,
also 5'9" and a quarter, same height as me.
He is.
Hey, yo.
Both of them. I'm just gonna tell you right now, Diego. It's kind of like Rudo and Kersey. They have that really cool chemistry. But I'm saying
Rudo and Kersey, another good pick, by the way. That's a great movie.
I love Rudo and Kersey, but they're
weird
brothers
movie,
in that one.
Yeah, they're
this
brothers.
one, they're best friends. In
and
this
they're
one.
professional wrestlers.
Yeah.
Well, soccer players.
Yes.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Rudo and Kersey was 1999, maybe.
What? No, it's not that early. Rudo and Kersey came after Y Tu Mama.
You're right. It might be 2008.
They were a little older.
2008.
I just know. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Y Tu Mama También has a scene where Gael and Diego are about to have sex with the main character.
Yeah, they are.
And they threesome it. And I remember watching
Maribel Verdú.
I remember watching it as like a 14-year-old and seeing Gael and Diego kiss. I was like, I was in the room, it was a sleepover, and we saw
that's how she knew she was heterosexual.
We freaked out because we were like, oh my God, And my dad comes in and goes, what the fuck are you watching?
Oh my god!
¿Qué es esto, Ina? ¿Qué es eso?
And he doesn't care. I mean, we watch 8 Mile as a family. Like, it doesn't, so like.
That's a great family film. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, everyone wants to see Eminem's ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brittany Murphy's strutting up across a wall getting fucked.
Right, exactly.
By Eminem.
Yeah.
Eminem.
I don't know if that wasn't her proudest moment. And so,
Sorry.
yeah, like in this, it's about a woman who, and they don't say why but she's a woman that's taking a trip. And I'm not going to spoil it for everybody, but she meets these 2 guys, and then they travel with her around.
I would like to mention they are teenage boys.
They are teenage boys, and this woman is
a grown adult.
A grown woman. She is a grown woman.
So there's a lot of awakening occurring.
Yes, it's a little bit of a coming of age story.
Coming of
age.
Over and over again.
But it's just like this exploration of how they develop their relationship.
It's a sexploration.
It's a sexploration. Unfortunately, I was just a horny teenager. And I was like, these men are beautiful. As soon as I saw that scene.
But like
Diego Luna. Like Gael Garcia. And it's just funny how in real life they're best friends, and that was one of their first major movies was them doing that. And I don't know, did they get a lot of hate for that? They probably did.
Probably. Especially in the grossly homophobic landscape of Mexico and Mexican people in general. Because everybody in the film is Mexican, pretty much, including director Alfonso Cuarón. He's the lead actress is Spanish, but
yeah. No, I got that from her, but like, it was one of the more influential. I mean, that's where I started.
Damn,
the whole
she went a whole 2 octaves down for that one. Her voice went deeper than mine.
Of my life in general, just because it just was so unexpected.
Listen,
and I loved it.
Julio and Tenoch were not the only ones getting an awakening. Gina was also getting one.
Well, sorry, it solidified my love for short men. So
that's where it all began.
That's where it began.
Oh, okay. It all comes full circle now.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, well, other than say like the romantic or the sexual aspects of it, why else should we watch, or should I watch this movie?
I mean, it's very existential.
It's existential. Wow. It has a lot of road trip scenes. I really like those scenes, like where you see people in a car looking out the window. It's very pensive.
Yeah.
There is a pensivity to it.
Yes. And then a lot of the colors, the way that it's shown, it reminds me of a memory. There's a lot of yellows, a lot of like orange greens, oranges.
Orange everywhere in this film.
And it's a very warm, but it feels lonely. Even though they're all together the whole time, it's a very lonely. I'm not trying to make you sad. But it is like I like felt movies. How about that? Deeply felted movies, and then Gael has just been the one that does it for me. He's always all of his movies have been.
I was not expecting us to have 2
against the fringe.
I was not expecting us to have 2 Gael movies in here, but also definitely.
But he's worth it, 100%.
I'm glad Diego Luna is here too. Wait, what year was Mr. Lonely?
Mr. Lonely, oh my god!
I think that was in the early part of his.
You think?
I think so.
What year is it? That is like
2007.
Ooh! It's on the list already.
It's on the list now.
Yep, 2007.
That's an honorable mention.
Honorable mention for
Mr.
Lonely.
Diego Luna playing Michael Jackson. Weird.
It was
perfect.
Ooh, that was a quirky movie too.
Very quirky movie, but very cool movie.
Yes.
I will say that.
It's about death.
I love death.
Right?
Who does it? I love death.
People do it all the time.
People who don't know death.
I mean, people do death all the time. I mean, I haven't done it yet, but one day.
One day, yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll have the luxury of doing it.
I'll have a good time.
People are like, "Where do you want to die?" I'm like, "I won't care. I won't be alive.
Yeah.
Leave me alone."
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Yes. No. And back to the movie. I just think that. I just think it gave this feeling of like, this is reality for them, right? And this is reality for the main character. Mm-hmm. And she's going through a lot of emotions and just the way that she approaches them.
She's a pretty fucked up gal.
She's a fucked up gal. Like, but the thing is, like, I enjoy people who embrace their fucked upness. Yeah. Especially in movies. Mm-hmm. Like, you're always thinking, oh, it's the main character who's morally correct and like makes you feel good and yada yada. Non-offensive. Right. But I love when characters are problematic. Mm-hmm. Because it shows a more human aspect. Mm-hmm. It's not picture perfect. Right. They don't have the perfect lives. Mm-hmm. And then having that history, especially with her character, having the history of where she came from and how privileged she was to now how she's having an existential crisis for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
Puts her to be more human.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would...
¿Cuánto un queso?
Quiero queso, sí.
What
I want
kind
cheese.
is it?
Cheese.
Hawaii.
Cheese break.
Cheese break. It's good. It got dill in it, huh?
I like this cheese. I love dill.
I got it from that Smith's. Because they have a full, like, bar. Like,
I gotta get gas.
Havarti.
Havarti.
We're having
Havarti.
Havarti cheese. Is fucking gorgeous.
We're having a cheese party.
It's gorgeous.
Well,
I love this movie.
So from what I'm hearing, it's like incredibly introspective.
Yes.
And introspective.
That main character is fine though.
Huh? She's fine. She's fine. I also, I'm bisexual. She got great boobs. No offense to objectifying you, but
it is what it is.
I appreciate.
We only
them.
objectify men here.
I objectify all the short men. Short kings.
Objectify short kings today.
I'm just trying to think. I'm like, the list is long. We got Gael, we got Diego, we got Jason Schwartzman, we got Robert Schwartzman. Who else did we mention?
Mysterious Kid.
JGL.
JGL, like,
they're all
short
here.
kings.
Short kings indeed.
Short King Roundtable.
Well, that's it for that movie.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
Oh,
yes. The shortest king of all.
I had
Danny Rads.
Danny Rads.
See, we're Short King episode.
Tom
They're
Cruise.
everywhere.
Tom Cruise. Yes.
I can't get away from them.
Yep.
I can't.
Yep. I remember Elijah in the movie North.
Yeah, he's like 5.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That movie's terrible.
It's terrible. But first time I ever saw a blue-eyed boy, I was like,
right.
I'll tell you.
The Good Son.
The Good Son's a great movie.
That's a fantastic movie.
Him and Macaulay. Macaulay's a dick.
Dang, go head to head.
Yeah, Macaulay's a dick the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
I like that pick. No, I like that pick. Good movie. Short Kings all day. I just rewatched Days of Thunder, and it's really funny because in that movie, that's where he met Nicole Kidman, and they got married. And Nicole Kidman's 5'10".
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's tall.
Have you guys seen the videos of her walking out from her divorce?
Yes. She was like, I'm free!
I'm free!
I am no longer a Scientologist.
I think about that every day. I'm like, I need to be that Nicole Kidman.
She lives in your head rent free.
That's the energy that we all need.
Yes.
All right, so what do you got for me? Shay, what's your last pick?
Oh, my last pick. So this one's a closer for sure. If you watch this movie, you will not be able to do anything for the rest of your day.
Okay.
So I went with a brutal one.
Depression.
Depression times a million.
I'm here for that.
And it is actually based on true events. And it didn't exactly happen, but you know the footnotes of it are portrayed in the movie and deeply felt it in the movie to the point where you really get inside of the character's head. And I'm having, so it's called Downloading Nancy.
Oh yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a depressing ass movie.
And how I found this movie was I like to traverse this website called fedupmovies.com.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going there right now.
It's a fun site. It's a spicy website.
Maria Bello.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great actress.
Rufus
One of the most
Sewell.
fantastic, and it was really sad upon because usually after I watch a movie and I like it or I feel certain things about it, I look up its background and how its reception was handled and all that. It got horrible reception. People walked out of the showing, and which is really sad to see because I thought the performances were brilliantly done. Who played the husband?
Rufus Sewell.
Rufus Sewell, an Englishman.
He's always a dick though in every movie.
He's always but he's like he's English Michael Shannon.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you know what? I also get a little bit of Joaquin Phoenix off of him.
Oh my god, absolutely.
Those are good vibes. Those are good vibes.
I would almost say a lot of the performances, except for Maria's, are understated.
Jason Patrick's especially. Yeah.
It's understated, and so it feels very close to us. To that reality, to the character's reality, which upon learning and knowing that this was someone's reality,
it's a female written movie.
Fantastic. I think I did see that, and it was a brilliantly written movie, and it feels so close to the characters and what could have and did end up happening. It's brutal, and I felt very sad watching it, but I was happy that it didn't go in the direction that I thought it was going to go.
All I think about when I see this movie is there's a song by a band called Pink Spiders, and it's called Little Razor Blade, and that's the only thing I can think about is razor blades when I think of Downloading
It's
Nancy.
like, so how do I describe...
You don't. It's about a woman who hires someone to kill her.
Yeah,
To kill her.
torture her to death.
And torture her to death.
Because she was Because it just says
because she's a white woman.
White woman's Instagram.
What? Oh my god.
That's HWYTE.
What
White.
woman? White woman.
I'm a white man. But yeah, it's about a white woman. But
and Jason Patrick plays the guy hired to
do
the deed.
How it is framed in the film, and it you know, you could say, you know, I as far as the original case, I decided not to. I don't think it was even released. The original emails were released, but it was a kind of longer-standing relationship, long-distance relationship between these two people. It was secret, of course, because she's married, and it's very everything they wrote to each other was incredibly sadistic, and she's a sadomasochist.
Oh, okay, that makes
to the extreme.
To an incredible extreme, and you learn more about. I mean, you don't even really need to learn anything from the context alone. It's already there.
Yeah.
You know kind of where she's coming from.
Right.
And it's just following that into, you know, her trying to get the deed done.
Right.
And that's what the movie is. And you know, it could have easily gone into a far more exploitative direction. You could say that's maybe where festival critics could have urged it to have gone, oh, it wasn't enough, oh, it was too much.
I think for most critics it was too much.
Them.
It was too much.
Yeah, it could have been, but it is also, you know, despite what happens and what is shown in the movie and what it's talking about, it's still a pretty understated movie. It's not exploitative. It doesn't take advantage of the main character's mental health and just straight up how fascinating it is. For me, but at the same time, it's an important viewpoint on mental health and on what that could turn into. Of course, you know, it's not, oh, this isn't everybody.
Right.
But it's fascinating, and it's...
Excellent use of Michael Bolton.
What?
When a man loves a woman.
Oh, God.
So, like, with her character, does she fetishize being a sadistic masochistic, or she just is?
Enjoys being a sadomasochist.
I mean, she can people fetishize it. Yes.
It is.
Is there like a sexual counterpart to enjoyment?
Oh,
of
yes.
it? Okay,
all of it is sexual.
That makes sense.
For her.
Okay.
All of it for her is, and you learn where that comes from and all that. And it's surprisingly also not. It's a very explicit movie without being very explicit.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
I
which
like
is fantastic. I did not expect. I was like, oh, you know, really, because I'm on the site, you know.
It's a very international film. Swedish director, shot in Canada.
Huh. All right.
But it is a gorgeous. It's monotone.
I'll tell you, of all the films here, this is probably the least exciting one.
I still like
visually.
Absolutely. No, it looks like shit in a good way.
It does.
But I like that.
It's more reminiscent of another movie that's in my honorable mentions, The Good Girl.
The Good Girl.
Insofar as there's this very sanitized look to the camera.
That's a perfect
like
way
a
to put it.
Fincher, like a Fincher style.
That's so true. But not even Fincher, because Fincher, there's an atmosphere to it. To this, it just feels drudged.
Sanitized.
You feel the character's purgatory that she's in.
Okay, so like when you say that, all I can think about is fluorescent lighting.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Okay,
like
so
literally, you get scenes in a hardware store where it's all fluorescent.
That's exactly it.
It's gray, it's blue, it's white.
Gotcha. I love that. I love it when directors highlight the mundane, right? Like I was talking to someone. Shit, or was I not? Was it just a podcast? I forget.
It was just a dialogue.
It was just honestly, it could be a dialogue in my head, but like the mundane is what makes life. And so someone told me that humans were not designed to be happy all the time. We're not designed to have extremes all the time. Correct. If anything, our life should be neutral the whole time. And it's how you make that neutral mean something. So like I always love movies that take the mundane and you know, like regular stories, but like this has this twist to it where she has this urge that needs to be complete, which anybody can hide that. Anybody anybody you pass on the street could have that. Yeah. But like having that narrative in a movie format exposes it, but it also says that might be the norm. Not that it's the norm for everyone, but that is the norm to have these things.
This was another Sundance pick too.
It is.
Yeah.
And it did not do well at Sundance.
And so is my last pick, which we'll get to in a minute here.
Which Sundance people hate everything.
To be fair, sometimes the movies that play there are shit.
Oh, I bet.
A lot of times.
I bet. Yeah.
A lot of times.
Wounds.
The Souvenir.
The Souvenir. I don't give a fuck how much you assholes like that movie sucks.
I don't care if any of it really happened. I don't care. Legitimately, just
do not give a fuck.
It is a rich man's heaven knows what.
It's exactly what it is.
Gross.
Except with more manipulation of white women and less manipulation of drugs.
No, it's just annoying. Man,
that sounds annoying.
And heaven knows what is brilliant.
Brilliant.
Safdie Brothers rule.
That's what introduced me to the Safdie Brothers.
That's what introduced everyone to the Safdie Brothers.
True.
It's a brilliant movie.
Brilliant movie.
Introduced me to them.
It's on Netflix if you haven't seen Heaven.
Is it really?
It's on Netflix along with Uncut Gems, which is another Safdie Brothers movie.
Uncut Gems.
And
Silly Fox.
And their other movie that's in between the two is on Amazon Prime. Good Time.
All right. I don't know why I always forget about that one.
Because it's amazing. I don't know how you forget about it. It's
I don't know. It is amazing.
One of Pattinson's best performances.
It is amazing. The Batman. Excuse me.
He's a tall king.
He's a what?
He's a tall king.
He's a tall king.
He's
He's a tall king.
Yeah, he's very tall.
I accept those two.
It's funny because my last pick is from a director who we criticized earlier today.
Who?
My last
Really?
pick is a New Zealand Australian film called Eagle vs. Shark.
Yes!
Eagle versus Shark.
Written and directed by Taika Waititi, and also written by Lauren Taylor, who stars as Lily, the shark, and Jermaine Clement stars as Jared, the eagle.
I love everything that Jermaine Clement is in. And I'm actually reviewing a movie called New Tuesday that he's in, and he's absolutely brilliant.
They want that review like ASAP, by the way.
I know, they emailed me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Eagle Shark.
it's one of those movies where I really have to put it
Did
in
it have
words.
full dick?
It had full dicks.
Yeah.
Plural.
That's why I sent you that movie.
I find the more dicks happen in movies, I feel like it's catching up to how much boobs have been in movies.
I sent it.
Like, I appreciate it.
I know. I need a leveling
I sent
out.
you that movie specifically because I'm like, I know she's gonna like it, and then you told me you wanted to see it, and I was like, that just worked out.
I thought it was just going to be like one of those like movies, I guess. You know, one of those like
It's a comedy.
slow burn comedies.
Yeah.
But it is like comedy, like bing, 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 boom, boom, boom.
It's Jermaine Clement.
I'm gonna have to watch this Eagle versus Shark.
So it's about two socially awkward people who fall in love and deal with that through various means, burgers and video games. And
That sounds like my life.
Yeah.
it on a whole.
And my husband and I are just awkward in general together.
It does have very much like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
It's very similar vibes. It's very much like a Kiwi version of like a Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
Beautiful. Right. Lauren Taylor, who plays Lily, is also helped write the movie, and anything Jermaine Clement is in. I want a piece of.
He's great
because he's amazing.
I want a piece of him.
Him
and his gap. His gap tooth.
His gap tooth.
Have you seen An Evening with Beverly Loughlin?
I love that movie.
That movie's stupid as fuck, but it's amazing.
It's
which movie?
An Evening with Beverly Loughlin.
Starring
Aubrey Plaza, the queen of Film Snob Reviews.
Aubrey Plaza.
The queen.
The queen.
The queen of Film Snob Reviews.
Yes.
I will move aside specifically for her. And I got a pull quote for her movie Black Bear.
And Emily the Criminal is coming out next month, and it's not very good.
No.
And we'll see. I want to see it still, just for Aubrey.
Yeah.
I will support Aubrey Plaza.
Well, did you see Bestsellers last year?
I did not.
Don't see it.
Okay.
It's her and Michael Caine, which you think would be good, but it isn't.
Oh, dang.
Aubrey
That's
Plaza.
so sad. I'm still going to watch it. I just need every.
But anyways, Eagle vs. Shark is right in my wheelhouse because it is a romantic comedy.
Very much is, yeah.
And that, as we know, is my expertise.
Yes.
Romantic comedies.
Rom-coms.
Yes, I am the king of the rom-com. And I love this rom-com in particular. I remember seeing it right around when it came out, because it came out in 2007. And I remember renting the DVD. And
would you say that would be not the movie that got Taika big?
No, it's the one that got him American exposure, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
An independent
but I wouldn't say that's the
film,
breakout one. Obviously, the breakout one is the vampire one.
Yeah.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
Oh, that show too. Like
I haven't seen the show.
I haven't seen the show.
No, you guys need to. Like it is so quippy and just.
Well, I would
funny.
assume so. Yeah.
It is. No, it just captures you, and I love
so
it.
Cute. That's another one of those things that I'm like, it's gonna resonate too hard, and then I'm just gonna go everywhere.
But that's the thing is, like, I was sad when it stopped. It hasn't stopped, but when like the season, like the last episode of the season, like you just can't get enough of it because the characters are hilarious.
Yeah.
Like
how many
hilarious.
seasons are there?
It's like 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a good, there's a healthy amount if you want a healthy.
It's funny
show.
because it came out after Napoleon Dynamite, and then and when the film did come out, there was inevitable comparisons to Napoleon.
Right.
But Napoleon's not directly a romantic film.
No.
It just so happens to have a romance in it.
Yeah.
And this is not a spoiler because if you haven't seen Napoleon Dynamite, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Right?
What is wrong with you?
There's
Just
some-
watch it.
Some movies
Brilliant.
where you
So
just
many.
can't.
It's
just
brilliant.
Keep it
You
away.
can't
from
It's
people.
literally brilliant. And I mean, anytime you hear canned heat, you can't help but say,
Yeah.
"We always sell my favorite weapon."
I bet you have that dance memorized.
No, Brian Shockley did that.
Oh my god! Wow, I need to see this.
He did it for us during one of our rehearsals for a show that a drama thing we were doing, and he did it for us on stage.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh, that's
gosh.
awesome. That's awesome. I haven't heard that name in forever too.
It just brings such joy.
Yep.
Such joy.
Napoleon is just a great movie. Go for me and all of your wildest dreams will come true.
Yeah, if
Go
you
for
want
Pedro.
to chase like Napoleon Dynamite, you got Bird versus Shark.
Eagle versus
Eagle
Shark.
The bird.
versus shark.
Eagle versus
Eagle
Shark.
versus Shark.
This is a great fucking movie, man. I love this movie, and obviously Flight of the Conchords came afterwards.
Oh yeah.
We
It is a solid movie.
we stand Flight of the Conchords for sure
Of course.
here, because that shit's good.
Yeah.
Shit's
Oh,
funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Have you guys seen Gentlemen Broncos?
No.
Also, amazing Jared Hess movie, but for some reason after
Well, he made a movie.
After
He made Mr. Woodcock after that. No one liked that movie.
I have not even heard of that
Gentlemen
movie.
Broncos.
But he's like very like he can be very under the
Yeah.
radar.
Jared Hess is fucking great.
He is amazing.
He's great, actually.
He is amazing.
I haven't seen Gentlemen Broncos though,
It is amazing.
but he
It
also
is-
made Nacho Libre. So
Nacho
Nacho! Who
Legendary.
does not like Nacho
I
Libre?
love Nacho
dude?
Libre. The best movie. You know
Yeah.
what? You know what? I'm gonna get a tattoo of like Nacho
No
Libre
way!
or something.
I didn't know Jared Hess directed the Postal Service video for "We Will Become Silhouettes."
Really?
Oh really?
I just looked this up, and it
I
says
love
Wait,
that
which
movie.
video
I
is
love
that?
that shit. I love
it's
that
the one
band.
where they're the family. It's him and Jenny Lewis are the family, and they strap up to be astronauts.
Oh maybe I haven't seen that much.
Jenny Lewis.
I love Jenny
Oh.
Lewis. Rilo Kiley, baby.
Yeah.
She just put out a new solo album too.
Did she?
Yeah, it's really good.
I'll have to find it. I'll have to go
He
listen
did
to it.
that video in between Nacho and Napoleon,
Get the cheese.
Yeah, more cheese.
and then he did Gentlemen Broncos in 2009, Don Verdeen in 2015, Masterminds in 2016. Masterminds sucks.
Okay.
It's not good. And then he directed episodes of Last Man on Earth, which is a very funny show.
I saw the first episode of the show and I liked it.
It was pretty funny. But Eagle vs. Shark, Taika Waititi has a new movie coming out this week. It's a Thor movie. No one gives a shit.
No.
Really?
Yeah, no one gives a shit. It's Thor. I don't give a fuck.
I
I
did
feel
like
like
Ragnarok.
All of that.
Yeah, but I've already heard that it's not nearly as interesting as Ragnarok.
They're all just random now.
I just feel like every freaking all the theaters are just superhero movies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well,
there's really nothing else.
Technically, that or they're, shirtless men playing beach volleyball like they are in Maverick.
We
When
need
you
more of
said that, I thought of the movie with The Rock and Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Like
Baywatch.
Baywatch. Yeah,
That's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie.
That's a very bad movie.
Wow.
That's a very bad movie.
The superhero movie Whiplash is real.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I
More
just
so
can't
Backlash
keep track
than Whiplash.
anymore. And I'm not even keeping track. I'm just like,
yeah, right?
okay, so
It's like
another one came out. Cool.
Throwing more.
I don't
and more.
care.
Then there's
But
the show.
Maverick suffers from having too many handsome people in it. Because
Mm.
Tom Cruise is in
Suffers.
it. Miles Teller has a great mustache in it.
Ooh.
Bill Pullman's son is in it.
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, the president from Independence Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bill Pullman. I remember him.
Yeah. He was also the dad in Casper.
Yep. I remember Casper too.
His son is in it. What's the one guy's name? But yeah, Miles Teller has a damn good mustache. Val Kilmer is older. John Hamm is in this movie.
Kilmer's back. Wow, they brought
Yeah.
back. Aw.
Glenn Powell. It has a six-pack in this movie, and it's ridiculous. Makes me angry. I'm like, I want to have a six-pack.
Like, that's a 6-pack right there. And
Oh, thank
I mean, look at that
Look
mustache.
at that smile.
Look at that
Look at that
mustache.
mustache. Miles Teller. Actually,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
think that's his mustache?
That's his mustache.
Good for him.
That's a real mustache.
Those are some fertile mustache glands.
Those are good mustache. And then look at that Glenn Powell with no shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing
Miles-
beach volleyball, oiled
Miles
up.
Teller, though, yeah. I approve of him.
Approved.
Yeah. He looks so much older with a mustache.
He
though.
really does.
Like, he doesn't even look like himself.
I mean,
Really.
even-
Like,
they even used it in the promo.
Oh my
They
god.
didn't even bother.
Aww.
They didn't even bother.
No edit.
They're like, we
Just a
understand
photo.
we understand why you're here. It's the mustache.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah,
mustache.
yeah.
Yep. Like, he was trying to
And I
Burt
mean,
Reynolds
John
it.
Hamm wearing a tight uni. John Hamm.
John Hamm.
I mean, that's a pretty handsome fella right there.
That is a very handsome cast.
Handsome fella.
That is a very
I mean,
handsome
Jennifer
cast.
Connelly's in the movie.
Jennifer Connelly. No, okay.
You know what I love?
Jennifer Connelly's a babe.
Forget John Hamm.
Right? Jennifer
Oh,
Connelly,
Jennifer.
I've always, what I love about her is
She's
her
a babe.
eyebrows. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
She's got great
Her
eyebrows.
eyebrows
I
natural.
mean,
Piercing
peak
eyes.
cinema. Peak cinema.
Yep.
Top Gun Maverick.
Nice. Very nice.
Great movie.
Smells fruity.
Ladies, I didn't tell you about this, but we're going to talk about our favorite movies of the year because it's halfway through the year.
Ooh, okay.
I'll go last.
That's gonna be really hard
Just
for
pick
me.
a couple that you've already seen that you really enjoyed. Just pick a couple. We'll spitball. But before we do that, Shay, what else did you have as honorable mentions on your list?
Oh, shoot.
We're going to talk about some
All
honorable
right.
mentions.
Should I just run through them like I
Just
went
run through them, and if we've seen them, we'll
All
talk about them in a little bit.
All right.
We'll talk about them a little bit.
All right. So I'll start. We start at 2000, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I wrote these chronologically, but by genre. So I'll just run through them. Ginger Snaps.
Yep.
I did write down Pulse.
Yep.
The Eye, which
Yeah.
I believe is Thai horror.
That's Ty.
May, great horror movie.
We talked about that one last month.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, queer horror cinema. Dark Water.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Dark Water.
That's a good one.
Isn't that the one that's like everyone says that it's that one girl who died in the
That's like Bungo.
wasn't it Dark Water that everyone thinks that the girl who died in the water cistern at the top of the Cecil Hotel.
No.
That everyone thinks that Dark Water was the one that inspired her suicide or
maybe.
something like that. I forget.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Dark Water does take place in an apartment complex, but a large part of it, or like an essential part of that whole story, does happen at the top of the apartment complex.
Right, and there's like there's water that comes out that's all like
water.
gross.
Yeah.
That's what happened to the Cecil Hotel was that she died somehow. She got into the water cistern at the top of the building and was decaying.
Well, the
People
Cecil
started
Hotel's
saying,
haunted, so.
Oh, it's super haunted.
Super haunted.
Where is this?
LA.
L.A.
Oh,
It
okay.
like a lot of serial killers, were there. It's a very romantic spot.
Oh,
They did a whole season, the hotel season,
Yes.
based on the Cecil Hotel.
Oh, is it
American
really?
Horror-
The
Yep.
American Horror Story
okay.
season.
It's based on the Cecil Hotel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, then Dark Water may have been inspired.
What else you got?
Yeah.
Gozu by crazy ass director. What's his name? By Ichi. He also did Ichi the Killer. for
Park
context.
Jun Hook?
No.
Park Chan Zook? Something like that?
Not Park Chan Wook.
Okay.
Crazy motherfucker.
Park Chan Wook is amazing.
He is. It's real shit. No. Gus Van Sant's Elephant.
That was on my list.
Elephant.
Gus Van Sant in general, fantastic.
Yes.
My own Private Idaho, we talked about. We didn't mention it enough last month, or queer, because it's not queer horror, but My Own Private Idaho, excellent movie. Love Gus Van Sant.
Love Keanu.
Also, Paranoid Park could have been on this list as well,
I have not seen that.
which is also a Gus Van Sant
I
movie.
do really want to see it, but I'm like, gotta prepare for that.
It's a great
one.
movie.
Dumplings. I don't know if you've heard.
Oh
that
yeah, that's the Christina Ricci movie.
No.
No, that's Pumpkin.
That's Pumpkin.
Yeah.
I think there is actually a Christina Ricci movie called Darlin'. I could be wrong.
No, it's Pumpkin.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
thinking of Pumpkin.
But yeah, Dumplings is Korean horror, I believe.
Okay.
And it's very, if you're very much into, I'll put it this way, pro-choice horror, I would direct you to that one. Because it's very kind of campy, it's very funny, but it's also like kind of gross.
Yeah.
It's just about a
love it.
lady
I'm okay with that.
who chases like rejuvenation and like youth.
So she's Elizabeth Bathory.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun.
Bathing in the blood of virgins.
We also have the very notorious found footage movie Noroi, which it's the director is very famous for just making like the most like low budget like horror movies.
He
and,
basically
like,
almost makes
iconic-
snuff films.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no.
No.
Oh.
Like the paranormal found footage.
Oh.
Not snuff. Not anywhere near that. But you do get some really like twisted imagery and some crazy things happen, and it's like it's about curses.
It's faux snuff.
Okay.
It is not.
Faux snuff?
It is. It's literally not. But anyway.
Faux light or snuff light?
I did write down the movie Bug by William Friedkin, which I'm so sad that nobody has
Didn't
seen
I
it.
tell you most of these were going to be horror?
Yeah. That's her thing.
That's my thing.
That's her thing.
That's my.
When you see mine, you're gonna be like, yeah, that makes sense.
It's all gonna be like each person's is gonna be like super like them.
Because there's one that Gina wants to talk about, and I'll let her mention it after you go through your list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because she had one honorable mention she wanted to discuss.
I forget which it was though, because I had a lot of them. Oh yeah, we're gonna discuss that one.
Ooh, okay.
Continue.
Hyped. I also had a documentary film that was like the creepiest thing I've ever seen. You guys have heard of the documentary Tickled, right?
No.
Is that the one where it talks about people who have a fetish for being tickled, right?
Yeah, being paid.
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
Tickled. Great documentary.
Interesting.
It's like this, only it's about
extreme tickling.
No, it's actually about those creepy movies about like torture and basically snuff films, actually.
Like The Girl Next Door.
Exactly, but worse. Like August Underground.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, all that stuff. So it's about those filmmakers, but one filmmaker in particular who we don't know if he's actually a murderer or not.
Oh.
And it's just kind of investigating him, and he's just very strange versus like August Underground, who just talks about his shit.
Right.
He's just like, yeah, this is what I do. This guy, the Sandman, has volumes and volumes and volumes of women who he quote unquote kills. But not actually kills, but at the same time, we don't know whether or not he might be. Oh. He might have done something. So that a very interesting documentary. I can't tell if it's pseudo documentary or what. But it's at least a partial documentary.
Right.
Very entertaining. Following that, I have the pseudo documentary Long Pigs. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah, I'm gonna just send me the list so I can just watch them because that'd be great.
They're all hitters. I don't think I chose any that I thought were stupid, except for one that I did want to mention for people specifically not to watch because I want to raise awareness about it. But Long Pigs, it's a pseudo documentary about a cannibal, and they he's just like, it's just funny because of how dark it is. He literally takes this camera crew into his basement and shows them how he kills people and prepares them for meals, but it's played off so deadpan that it's just like straight up hilarious.
That is funny.
It's pretty funny. I also have Inside, which is the French horror film in 2007.
Yeah, that's one of the French extremity films, of which there are many, like Razor Blade Romance, aka High Tension, Switchblade Romance.
I hated that movie.
High Tension.
I hated Haute Tension or whatever.
Haute Tension.
I can't speak French. I can't speak French.
Neither can
Listen,
I.
you heard my pronunciation of Science of Sleep. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It sounded legit.
It was good. It was legit.
I can't speak French.
That's all I know.
Listen to me. I'm actually from France.
From Dexter's Lab. Omelette du fromage.
Say it again, Dexter. Omelette du fromage.
Anyways, moving forward, I also have another French film, which is Martyrs.
That's the French extremity film.
The French extremity. After that, I have Splinter, which is actually a kind of first boring, but then very entertaining horror film about a parasitic creature that spreads, kind of like The Thing, but it I don't even remember.
The funny thing is, there's a horror film that's on my list that's not on your list.
I'm so excited to hear.
There's two of them, actually.
I'm so excited. After that, I have Pontypool, which is actually a horror about, how would you put it? Like cosmic horror.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it takes place at a radio station. And it's very fun.
Cosmic horror.
Yeah.
It's an exploration of space.
Space and the unknown.
Yeah.
Unknown to man. I also have Let the Right One In.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Swedish film.
Let the right one in.
We don't talk about
that
the
one. I
remake.
do know that one.
We don't talk about the remake.
We don't talk. Well, I've never seen it.
Don't see it. But the original, which is a great Swedish movie, great vampire movie.
Mm-hmm. I think we mentioned it last month.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Good exploration of just overall sexuality as far as being young and exploring yourself.
Yeah. I don't even know. It's got the subtext of sexuality
without being overt. Yeah.
Without being overt, it was just like a part of.
It's just the way.
Yeah, it was smart the way that it was created in that aspect. Like, if you did it overt, I don't think it would have worked.
Yeah, it was just it was almost like it was played out, but just by the characters just. I don't know.
No, it's a great movie.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie.
Great movie.
After that, I have the another cannibal film called Offspring, which was the kickoff to the what would eventually be The Woman, which is a fantastic feminist.
She talks about this all the time.
I really? Do. And you haven't watched it, have you?
No.
That's fine. And then after that, I guess that's 2010. But I was also going to say Beyond the Black Rainbow,
which is a great movie, but does not qualify for this list. Beyond the Black Rainbow is a great movie, though.
And then on the other side, I'll just end it here. But I wanted to mention a movie that you probably should not see, like, ever. And that is The Heart is Deceitful Above All Things.
I was going to mention that you shouldn't see that movie.
You were?
Yeah.
It's for a lot of reasons.
It's not on my list because that movie sucks.
Yeah, for a lot of... okay, so I have mixed feelings.
I like the title.
What's it called?
The Heart is Deceitful Above All Things. And it's directed by the daughter of Dario Argento, Asia.
Asia Argento.
Yeah.
She also wrote the movie.
Arsia Argento. She wrote it. And
it's a very badly made film.
Oh.
I feel like it's actually quite interestingly made, but it's... Oh my god, it's subject matter, and then also considering what happened afterwards, if you don't already know, Asia Argento was accused by, at the time he was a child, of statutory rape of her child star. Years and years later, when he was 16, 17 years old, she ended up, that ended up happening. He accused her for it, and then, this was during the Me Too movement, right after she came out about Harvey Weinstein. So there's a lot. It's a pile of shit.
I don't know why, but when I found out she was with Anthony Bourdain, I was like,
I was very confused about that.
Like, I feel like that would be a really toxic relationship.
He's one of those guys that younger ladies tend to think is a zaddy. So.
He is a zaddy. He was a zaddy.
He was a zaddy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But he was
Rest
a zaddy.
in peace.
He was a zaddy.
Yeah.
But like that raises questions.
Yes.
It raised a lot of questions for me, and it's just the context of the movie itself and the making of the movie is very strange. Not to mention Marilyn Manson is in it. Brian Warner.
He's
Brian Warner.
Oh, is that not? He's not Marilyn Manson anymore.
Not to me.
Oh, okay.
Not to me.
No.
Yeah, he's a
separate the art from the artist. Brian
Yeah.
Warner is a sexual deviant.
Yes.
Marilyn Manson's a musician.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Marilyn Manson is a persona. It's a character.
Woodrow Allen is a fucking abuser. Woody Allen is a great director.
Gotcha.
It's always it's the artist, it's the persona, it's the character.
Yeah. It always gives me conflicted feelings.
Well, and now to quote Monty Python, now for something completely different. My list. Obviously, Garden State.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotta start there.
Yes.
Hannah Take the Stairs, which is one of the first like mumblecore movies. That in the puppy chair.
Mumblecore.
Mumblecore is like if you've ever seen a Duplass movie, they basically invented mumblecore.
Naturalistic acting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot of that going on. Saved.
Saved.
Oh,
yes.
I just watched that.
It's great. It's great. Ghost World.
Ghost World is
I own the book,
jam!
and I love the movie.
The graphic novel is incredibly good.
Good.
Steve
It made me
Buscemi.
cry.
Steve Buscemi. Honestly, you guys just told me Steve Buscemi died. This is how
what?
disconnected I am. You told me earlier.
No, he didn't die.
no.
I thought you said R.I.P. for Steve Buscemi.
Oh no, I just said he wasn't at the Sundance.
Oh, okay.
He did not die.
If Steve Buscemi died, I would not be here right
We would
now.
need a national day of mourning.
I was mourning
I
this
would-
whole time.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
He's a king.
Well, he's gone. Anyway.
We like our
He's
bug-eyed
great.
kings.
Bug-eyed King. Yes,
the
he
bug-eyed
is.
king.
I was like,
There's
what?
something about those bug eyes I just hate, right?
Yeah.
And those crooked teeth.
They
But
just
he's
be
great.
hitting right.
I can't explain it.
Forever Mr. Orange, right?
He
No,
was
he's
in a
not Mr.
great
Orange.
movie that I saw at
Oh,
Tribeca.
yeah.
Actually, Steve Buscemi called The Year Between.
The Year Between.
I really enjoyed it. He played the dad of basically a burnout college student. It was
Sounds
great.
like something you would do.
Yeah. Pieces of April, a great Thanksgiving movie starring Katie Holmes. Great independent flick. David O. Russell's first film, I Heart Huckabees.
Oh, Jason Schwartzman flick.
Schwartzman.
Sucking on Jason Schwartzman's boob.
It was amazing. It was the best.
Another short king, Dustin Hoffman, is in that movie as well.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
But
Yes,
I don't
he
like
was.
the movie enough to pick it because of what David O. Russell did on set.
What?
That is yell at Lily Tomlin. We don't yell at Lily Tomlin.
No one yells at
You
Lily
don't
Tomlin.
disrespect Lily Tomlin.
You do not do that.
Not to mention, but Naomi Watts is also in I Heart Huckabees.
Yes,
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, yep.
And she looks
Queen.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Queen.
We didn't
Great.
mention Mulholland Drive either.
No, we did.
Ooh.
Not on this podcast.
Oh.
It qualifies. It came out in 2001. It's an independently made
It's a
feature.
David Lynch film, right?
Yes, but it was independently made.
I thought it was 99.
Ooh, David Lynch.
like
I
2001.
could talk some David Lynch. Sorry.
Oh, right.
I love
We need
me.
to do a David Lynch retrospective.
Charlie Bartlett, great movie. Anton, is in it, and he's great. Margot at the Wedding, Nicole Kidman, Julia Roberts, really good. Once, which is a musical.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I like that movie.
You know what's funny? I've never seen that movie, but I grew up listening to the soundtrack because my mom had the
Soundtrack's
album.
incredible.
Really?
Incredible. Yeah. So one of the lead character is played by real musician Glenn Hansard,
Amazing.
who plays a busker in Ireland, and he falls for a piano player who's an immigrant to
I have bloody
Ireland.
Nose. Sorry. I have a bloody nose right now, you guys.
Sick.
It just happened.
Yeah,
It just
it's
started.
because I punched her directly in the face.
He
With
punched
feelings.
me. All the feelings.
All the feelings.
Hello,
That
I'm
happens
gonna
to
be
me
wrong.
too. It's the summer.
It is the summer, and that will be happening.
I get bloody noses a lot, so.
Okay, I just got like a couple. Like,
Another really good indie flick, The Whackness, starring
Yes!
Olivia Thirlby and Josh Peck. Josh Peck plays a weed dealer in the 90s.
Such a good soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
It's
It's all 90s hip hop.
Oh, it's 90s hip hop. It's what's his face? Josh, right?
Josh Peck, yeah.
Josh Peck. Another guy. I just love all the guys. How about
Olivia
that?
Olivia Thirlby, who's
I'm
just
a
gorgeous.
simp. Yes, I'm just such a simp for guys. So
Sim for men.
in general.
Control by Anton Corbijn, which is a biopic of Ian Curtis.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Show definition.
Yes, he showed that to us the last Sundance. Actually,
Oh.
it was very interesting and depressing.
Chuck and Buck, which is one of the first films that really started the videotape wave of from the late 90s. They used to shoot on actual camcorders.
Huh.
Soderbergh started it on a camcorder, actually. Chuck and Buck's one of those films. Manic, which is the first time that JGL and Zoe Deschanel worked together before 500 Days of Summer.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dirty Pretty Things.
Dirty
Audrey
pretty
Tautou.
things.
Audrey Tautou.
French.
Amazing. Cabin Fever.
Really? Cabin
Yeah.
Fever.
Yeah, it was
It's-
too. Yeah, that's the.
Oh, I
yeah.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, you're missing out. So that's a horror movie that you didn't have on your list.
It's Eli Roth, right?
Yes.
That's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm not that as much of a horror fan as I am. I don't like Eli Roth.
Well, the good girl also on this list. That's Jennifer Aniston and Jake Gyllenhaal. That's a good flick.
Good girl. Yeah.
1 Hour Photo, another pseudo horror film with Robin Williams.
Ooh,
Amazing.
That one freaked me out.
It
Great
did.
film.
It was good
The
though.
ones.
It but like you said earlier, like a very
When it pans out and you see all the
sanitary
photos.
film, a very
Yeah.
sanitation film, like
Yeah,
Sanitized film.
Yeah.
sanitized looking, but at the same time, you have those striking uses of color where
Yeah.
it's like
And it's mostly just used in the
Primary.
photos.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
brilliant film.
It's a fever dream film.
Fantastic Robin Williams.
Spring,
performance
Summer,
ever.
Fall, Winter, and Spring, which is a Japanese film, Korean film. Good movie.
By who?
I forget the director's
That sounds
name.
very familiar.
But it's a cool movie. I remember seeing it and thinking to myself, man, can all Asian cinema be this good? Yeah, it's a Korean film by Kim Ki-duk.
Okay, I've not heard of that.
He also wrote the movie and plays the lead role. Great movie. The Baxter, which is Michael Showalter, first directorial debut. Brick,
Brick.
The Chum Scrubbers, which you mentioned.
JGL.
Yes, JGL. Snow Angels, which is a great movie that you guys probably have never seen. Teeth. You
Teeth.
didn't mention Teeth.
I have not seen Teeth. I know what it is though.
And I'm
I know
grossly
the story.
disappointed because you're always the one that mentions
Well,
Teeth.
that's why I didn't mention it. that'd be redundant on my part.
A great rom-com called The Exploding Girl, starring Zoe Kazan, who ended up being the mid-2000s rom-com queen, basically, with Ruby Sparks, What If. She's in a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love Ruby Sparks.
Bart Got a Room.
Bart got a-
That's a really fun indie flick with Alia Shawkat.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, she's the best.
Have you seen Duck Butter?
Yes. Great LGBTQ film.
I love that.
Yeah, great film. Dead Girl, another horror film you didn't mention with Noah Sagan.
I have not seen that one.
Yeah, Noah Sagan and this other guy
I've
find a
heard
dead body,
Different things
and
about it.
it's completely naked Asian woman. Yeah. Eden Lake, didn't mention it, but it is a horror film. It's not-
Interesting. You chose that one.
It's on my
You
list.
made a choice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Rachel Getting Married.
I have heard of that one.
Yeah, that's a
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway got nominated for the Oscar for it. It's a decent film.
Was that Miramax?
Yes. Wendy and Lucy, Michelle Williams and a Dog. Great little slice of life existential film from 2008.
Aw.
Good film. Cute dog.
Aw.
Yorgos Lanthimos' Dogtooth.
Okay. Pretty good.
Didn't mention Yorgos Lanthimos.
No, I didn't.
Lake Mungo, which is one of the best Australian horror films that you'll ever see. It's great.
It's good.
It's mockumentary. I love it.
Yeah.
My Son, What Have You Done? Which is Michael Shannon.
love Michael Shannon.
I cannot believe you guys.
Election.
Love Michael Shannon.
Election, which I love.
Oh, with
Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that one. Sin Nombre, which is a Mexican film.
I've seen that one.
Great film.
Very. Isn't it a documentary?
No,
it's a film, but it's definitely about immigrants coming from
Mexico and Honduras.
And going over the border and all that stuff that they have to go through. It's really a heavy movie, is what it is.
Really heavy. And then the last one is one Gina really wanted to talk about, and that is Stranger Than Fiction.
Oh, okay. I have seen that one.
Will Ferrell.
And Emma Thompson. Yeah.
I don't know why I like that movie, but it was literally the foundation of my trauma, or at least, yeah. You're like, what? Why this movie, right? So the thing that I hate in my life is routine. And Will Ferrell embodies routine.
It's a really sharply made movie.
Yeah, very sharply. I really like the character development. I like how it's definitely like told throughout, but I, for some reason, created this phobia of routine watching this movie. Okay, thinking about a guy who brushes his teeth a certain amount of times every day.
At the same time.
At the same time, getting a specific drink every day, going to work and like actually like just doing the 8 to 5 like office thing.
Kill me.
He looks happy doing it. He's, you know what I mean? He has nothing else going on in his life.
Yeah.
I freaked out.
Yeah.
I was like, people actually live this way? Like, I never want to live that way. It freaked me out. And, like, the thing is if I ever feel like my life is becoming routine, I start thinking of Will Ferrell. And I'm like, no, I gotta fuck it up somehow. I gotta I am literally chaotic good is what I am. That's what I do. And so, like,
That's funny, because she's not chaotic good.
You're not chaotic.
She's chaotic evil.
You're chaotic. All right. Then we are.
I am definitely chaotic neutral.
Then we are literally the trio.
Oh my god.
And so like the routine part freaks me out, and like in my head I'm like, I never want to do that because then it feels like life ended.
Yeah, I guess that's a point of the film.
Yeah, that is kind of the point of the film. And Mark Forster is the director, and he is a very good director. Done a lot of good stuff. He also did one of the worst Bond movies you've ever seen. You know, me and James talked about this a few months ago on the cast.
Really?
He directed Quantum of Solace, which is a steamy pile of shit.
I have not seen that one.
But he also did Monsters Ball, Finding Neverland.
Finding Neverland.
Yeah.
Finding Neverland.
Johnny Depp and Kate Winslet.
Oh, I was thinking Leaving Neverland.
Yeah.
What happens after Finding
Kite Runner, Machine Gun Preacher,
Kite Runner.
World War Z.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
All I See Is You, and he did the Christopher Robin movie. That was the last thing he did.
Oh, wow.
So the guy's a really good director.
He's been around.
He's a very good director, German director. Very good. Gets a lot out of his actors, and you can see that in Will Ferrell's performance in Stranger Than Fiction. Because Will Ferrell is not a good actor.
Oh, no. He's very, like, one note a lot of the times.
But he got a lot out of him there.
Yeah.
To have that role occur and to make that happen. Yeah. That was my list, and it was a very long list.
Very good.
But there's some good movies on there. I do want to mention that James's picks were Half Nelson, Little Miss Sunshine,
of course,
and Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes. Okay. Sounds good.
Basic ass bitch.
Good list, James.
Yep.
Wish you were here.
You're a basic bitch, James.
I have a couple.
What you got?
Donnie Darko.
Yeah, but that's like the cliche bro movie.
I love Donnie Darko, though.
So good.
You know what? The
very
lead
good.
Singer of Phantom Planet is in that movie, and I'm sorry. It's also like
She has a thing for the drummer of Phantom Planet.
which was Jason Schwartzman.
Oh my god.
And then Lars and the Real Girl.
Great pick. Ryan Gosling's best performance.
It is.
Hands down.
It got me. The way that
Ryan Gosling, aka
he has a
Ken.
really good deadpan face.
And the thing is, it's played so straight.
Yes.
This whole thing of this sex doll being a person is played so straight, and everybody's in it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't work, and it totally does.
It's great.
It totally works.
It's great. And I Heart Huckabees was one of them, but you already talked at so. But yeah, those are the little mentions that I wanted to put in there.
Yeah, those are good flicks right there for sure. So, our second topic, our favorite movies from the year so far. You want me to start?
You start. I'll go last.
One of my favorite films of the year is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
I've heard of that one. Yes.
What a fucking brilliant piece of work by the Daniels.
It
is the Daniels' best film yet, and they've made 2 bangers so far.
Yeah. Oh, so Swiss Army Man.
Death of Dick Long.
Oh, Swiss Army
Death of
Man.
Dick. Not a lot of people love Death of Dick Long, but I love that movie.
Yeah, and
It's the funniest movie.
Swiss Army Man's great.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a. Oh my God, Swiss Army Man was. You become so unprepared for what that movie brings at you, and that's the magic of the Daniels.
Yeah.
You're totally unprepared for whatever it is that they're just gonna throw you into. Oh.
And that's what I love. And Michelle Yeoh is
A treasure.
absolutely
I got it.
amazing. She's a goddess. She better get an Oscar nomination for this because this performance is so nuanced and so beautiful and so perfectly
So
encapsulates
real.
everything that is this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work without her. It does not work. Michelle Yeoh is a fucking queen,
But there's so many working parts.
and
to
she
it.
deserves her flowers for this one.
She really does. All the flowers.
She's
all the flowers.
so
Take
good
my
in
money.
this movie.
Take my money.
I mean, you've seen it.
I have, and I cried several times.
I didn't cry, but I just thought it was. I almost did.
Oh my God. It
thought it
feels
was-
very real. And
It really points to our entire nature as human beings and everything that we're searching for as human beings.
Mm-hmm.
It's all put there for us to watch and witness.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it feels
It's
so.
glorious.
There's something very comforting and very safe about it at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's something very real about it, and it was okay. So for me, I had to self-isolate myself for several months from everybody because I was working on a book.
Oh, okay.
And that took a lot out of me.
Yeah.
I did not get to see my friends. I did not get to see my family for a very long time.
It would drive me
So,
crazy.
Yeah. No, I literally went crazy.
Being away from my family sounds amazing.
That's on record. But yeah, no, this movie hit me really, really hard because it did remind me of everything that I loved and missed about my family and everything that we're looking for. You know, the Asian parents who just want best for their kids but don't know quite how to express it.
But I think it also shows, particularly in the daughter character, in the Joy character, our greatest weaknesses are the things that make us strong.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Evelyn's weakness is Joy, her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that stops her from accomplishing whatever goal she, at least in her mind, that's the obstacle. Was her family,
It does,
or
yeah.
her husband Wayman. You know what I mean? And that scene between Wayman and Evelyn when they're in downtown Hong Kong. You want to talk about me almost crying?
Oh.
You almost cried?
When he says, "All I wanted to do was do taxes and laundry with you."
That's when I. That's
Oh
literally.
my
That's when I started
God.
crying. I was right next to Landon, and I just look at him. I'm like,
I would have been. He says, "I would have been perfectly happy doing taxes and laundry
and
with
it's
you."
so beautiful because it's so.
Oh, it's so good, man.
That is like how much more. I don't know how much more. How much more romantic can you get?
Ke Huy Quan, who is known
Shorty.
as Short Round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, is in this movie. He plays Wayman, the husband, and he delivers that line so painstakingly perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know how many takes it took the Daniels to get that right, but they picked the right one.
Husband, you need to tell me that random times in my life. He's not my husband's not romantic, and so I'm always like things
You
like
need to
that.
show him this movie.
Yes. When,
It's so beautiful. And could you imagine? I think there's a photo here of Wayman wearing his suit, looking super handsome.
Looking so super dapper.
He looks very dapper.
But
in
he's
his outfit.
amazing, and all the characters are so lovable. Even the characters who you think are going to be like
Deirdre.
Deirdre. We love Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. There he
Oh
is.
my
Look at that
gosh.
handsome.
The hamburger
oh,
fingers.
his
Look at
little
him.
turtle glasses.
The hot dog fingers are real.
Oh, they're real, and they
I
sounded
mean, if
wet.
that man told you all he wanted to do was taxes and laundry with you, you'd probably melt.
Just want to do laundry and taxes. Oh, I'm gonna go say that.
It's
to
so
my dad
beautiful.
tonight.
Do it, yeah.
The movie's available on VOD now, guys. You guys should definitely check it out because it's so
I don't think there's
fucking
enough that we could say about
beautiful.
this movie.
Yep.
Such a great movie. Now, that was my first pick, and I love that movie, and I'm glad that you
I
got
want
to
to
see
stay
it.
in that movie forever. I didn't want it to end.
Technically, it could. It's also the best multiverse movie that's come out this year. Fuck you, Doctor
Period.
Strange.
I would say
What?
period. Yeah.
It's the
Fuck
best
you,
multiverse movie ever made, yeah.
Doctor Strange can suck Michelle Yeoh's dick.
And it's a pretty large one. If you've seen this movie, it's a hot dog sized dick.
Really?
There's a lot of
Oof.
them. They sounded very wet. That was the worst thing to me. It was like,
Ew.
but they made it. Oh my god, there's just so much.
So good.
It was too good. This movie was too good.
I mean, look how lovely she looks, and she gets told that all she wants to do is laundry and taxes. Look at that
Yeah.
queen.
She's look at that
The
dress.
at that gorgeous
oh my God,
woman.
I love her. I love her. I
She's
love her.
great.
She's
What
amazing.
a-
Michelle Yeoh is a
beauty.
fucking queen, dude.
Yeah.
And I love her.
But she also she's just like my For You page knows me too well. I saw the behind the scenes of everywhere and everything, and she's just so down to earth and so playful and sweet, and she feels like she could be.
You gotta think where she comes from.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think she comes from that Hong Kong cinema, that same very overly masculine stuff. I mean, she was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And she's a badass bitch.
Crazy
the whole
Rich
time.
Asians, yeah.
She's in Crazy Rich Asians. She plays the mom who does not approve of Henry Golding dating the beautiful and talented Constance Wu. If my mom said that, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Have you seen Constance Wu?
But it's Michelle Yeoh.
To be fair, if I look like Henry Golding, I could probably nab whatever I want. That's a handsome man.
Oh, dapper man. Dapper man with the best hair.
Yeah, he's got nice hair.
Great hair.
I mean, I have nice hair too, but
you do have nice hair.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Long, beautiful hair.
Iconic.
I don't even get that.
At this point, it's iconic. Yes.
Oh.
My hair is longer than both of the females that are here.
I think I might.
She's got the wave going. She's
I got
a good
the wave. When mine's long.
Oh, I don't know, bro. Mine goes down to my belly button, and I'm taller than you.
I'm almost there, though.
I just recently got it cut, so.
I'm
not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Mine's pretty healthy, actually.
Mine is not healthy. I have a bunch of split ends, and I don't remember the last time I watched.
Listen, that's very on brand for Shay to have split ends. So, Shay, what do you got for me? What's a movie that you really like this year? You don't have to pick the one that's obvious.
I think that's the only other one.
All right, we'll get to that one in a minute.
You guys are gonna hate me, but I haven't actually sat down to watch movies in like 2 years.
Oh man,
because the pandemic got me watching movies. But then after that, I was like, shit, I gotta work on my career.
For real.
And so I've just been doing career stuff.
I mean, she is a doctor, guys.
I do TV shows and stuff like that.
I don't do TV shows. I don't have enough time.
Okay, maybe the best TV show of the year. Could that be a thing?
Something you watched recently that you really
I
enjoyed?
loved Miracle Workers, but that's like last year's
Miracle Workers?
Miracle Workers is great. Or like
is that the Daniel Radcliffe one?
That's the Daniel Radcliffe one.
Yes. Literally the
Geraldine Vishwanathan's in that. I love her.
Another one. Oh, recently, like this is how rare it is for me to sit down and watch movies now. That's why I know so much about the early 2000s and stuff, because all I had was time.
Yeah.
I was in high school.
Yeah.
You know, so like one thing that I sat down and watched was Thoroughbreds yesterday.
Ooh, good one. Yes,
Oh
Anton Yelchin's last performance. Beautiful performance by Olivia Cook and Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes.
Great movie.
I enjoyed the juxtaposition.
They're sadistic.
Yes, the juxtaposition between the main character and her hatred towards her stepdad, because I'm sorry, stepdad, but you're not likable. And so like he was very unlikable. But when it came down to that scene between her and the stepdad, I put my like parent hat on. I'm not a parent, but I put a parent hat on, and I go, oh, like they're sending her to a behavioral school because she has tendencies that aren't okay, right?
Paul Sparks is a dick as the stepdad.
He is a total dick. He has a really good bitch face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has resting asshole face.
You just look at him, you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, like I'm like, ew, you just gave me a bitter taste, like, or you gave me indigestion.
But then Anton Yelchin shows up and you're like, hi.
Yeah, you're right. So like, I was thinking, at first I was with her. I was like, yeah, like fucking kill him. I don't give a shit. Like he's stepdad.
Right.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Right. But then when they had that thing where he was like, you're off my payroll after this, I just thought about it like as a person who isn't really connected with his stepdaughter. Like he just sees her as a bill. He doesn't see her as a person, right?
Yeah, because it's not his kid.
Right. But then for me, I'm like, I don't think that's reason to kill him. You know what I mean? Like, right? But for some reason,
they're also psychotic.
Right. And for some reason, her going to do it was satisfying.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Anya Taylor-Joy's character is a fucking psycho.
I know.
She's a cold bitch.
To quote the mid 2000s band Jet, she's a cold hard bitch.
She's a cold hard bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
like that movie got me because I've always wanted to watch it, and when it came out, I just didn't have time to see it. Yeah. But I love.
I believe I gave it an A when it came out because I did review that one when it came out. I think I gave it an A. I did like Corey Finley's follow up too. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's on HBO. It's called Bad Education.
Bad Education? Wait, no. Bad Education?
Hugh Jackman plays a superintendent of a New Jersey high school who they're one of the best school districts in the country, but he's been doing some things he shouldn't be doing with their money.
Okay.
It's based on a true story.
Okay.
And then he also just worked on the Apple TV series We Crashed with Jared Leto.
Ooh, Jared Leto. He's
Problematic
gone
at
down
best, yes.
Yeah.
What?
It's Morbid time, baby! It's Morbid time.
time.
Morbius, also one of the best films of the year.
I'm hungry. You don't like me when I'm
Seriously?
hungry.
God, what a fucking terrible movie.
You.
I did want to put a spotlight also on Cha Cha Real Smooth, which is an Apple TV movie that just came out. Directed by the same guy who did Shithouse.
Real? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
One of the best films I've seen this year. I saw it at Sundance this year.
Remotely,
obviously, because I didn't go to Sundance this year because I have vacation days. But it's about a guy, a young, mid-20s Jewish guy, struggling to figure out his place in the world. Then he starts to host bar mitzvahs for the various Jewish families where he lives, and that's where the title comes from. Because what's one of the only songs you're ever going to hear at a fucking bar mitzvah? Cha Real Smooth.
I feel like that's everywhere.
Now,
anyways.
you only hear the song once in the movie.
Every middle school dance.
Dakota Johnson plays the mother of a autistic girl who goes to a lot of these because his younger brother, is in the same age group as Dakota Johnson's daughter in the movie. So they meet each other, and he's like infatuated with her.
Yeah.
It's definitely a romantic comedy, but it's more of a modern spin on the romantic comedy. Cha Cha Real Smooth, one of the best films I've seen in the year. I loved it.
Yeah. Wow.
It's on
I
Apple
did not
TV.
know it was by the same guy who did Shithouse.
Shithouse is pretty good too. Yeah, he's also in it. He plays the guy.
I'm
who
so
is,
proud of him.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so proud.
Because Shithouse was okay. It was pretty good.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I thought it was going to be one of those like slow burner indies that just,
mumblecore bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, mumblecore.
And it was
bullshit.
very funny.
But it was funny, but it really did resonate, especially like the time in my life.
What if I told you that this one's going to resonate even more?
Okay.
If you've ever, honestly, if you're listening and you've ever felt like you're a fuck up and you don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life.
Hi!
What's up?
I'm not a fuck up, but I am a fuck up. So.
This movie's definitely going to resonate with you guys. I mean, it's so good. Cha Cha Real Smooth. Damn. Dakota Johnson gives an absolutely amazing performance. Cooper Raiff, that's the name of the guy who wrote and directed the movie, and he directed Shithouse too. So good, man. So good. I love this guy right here, Cooper Raiff. Love this guy. Super great.
He seems like he's really sweet.
Leslie Mann plays his mom.
Oh my god, I love that.
I love Leslie Mann.
She's great.
And Brad Garrett plays his stepdad.
Oh my god. Brad Garrett. Cha
Cha Real Smooth, fucking phenomenal. And then also another great movie that I haven't reviewed yet, but it will be up soon as I catch up. Top Gun Maverick's great. It's better than the original Top Gun.
You really liked it, huh?
It's better than the original Top Gun.
Wow. Okay. That's what I've been hearing,
it's
honestly. That's
brilliantly directed. Acting is great. You feel for the characters, especially if you've seen the original Top Gun.
But do you have to?
You don't have to.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
My son's 12 years old. He's never seen Top Gun. Even he said, I like that, Dad. I like that. Not so deep, but he said, I like that.
I like that.
And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, the airplanes, the way they shot the airplane. He's like, the way they shot the airplanes, it looked like it was actually in the airplane. I was like, that's fucking cool. I was like, isn't that cool? He's like, that was fucking cool.
That's actually cool when you, either a remake or a sequel or something that happens later on, if it's done correctly, it's great, but I feel like it's rare.
And then I also wanted to talk about a couple of other movies, just real quick.
Okay.
After Yang, which is Kogonada's new film, Kogonada, who did Columbus.
Yeah, I really want to see it.
I loved Columbus. I saw After Yang at Sundance. You're going to cry.
Okay.
I cried.
Okay.
I'm a grown-ass man.
Down.
And I cried.
Good.
Brilliant performances across the board. I fucking love when Colin Farrell just does these small movies with these brilliant directors. When he does stuff like The Lobster.
Oh, Lobster.
The Lobster.
The Killing of the Sacred Deer.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
I wonder
Yorgos Lanthimos.
Good old Yorgos is up to.
Probably something weird.
Hopefully.
He's Yorgos Lanthimos. If we're lucky, something really weird.
It's been a minute. Been a minute. It's coming.
Shay needs her fix of weird Greek directors.
I'm ready.
She needs her fix.
Oh.
I wanted to talk about that movie because After Yang is emotional. It's about a family who, in the near future, they adopt a fake human, but he's a used fake human.
Oh, used.
He's an android.
Oh, yeah.
So he's not a real human.
But he's like used,
he's pre-owned.
Pre-owned.
He's pre-owned.
That's different.
He shuts down and stops working, and now the family doesn't know what to do because he's literally their daughter's older brother, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And we get to experience true existentialism. what it means to be and what we are as humans.
Oh.
What makes us human?
That's my everyday brain.
That question gets asked
Every day.
Who am I? Where am
Kogonada
I?
asks
Why?
and answers that question of what it is actually to be human. What are emotions? What is the human condition?
Mm-hmm.
And the last movie I wanted to discuss is one that I just saw. It comes out on Amazon next month. Actually, next week, the 14th of July, and it's directed by Hannah Marks, who did. She was in Dinner in America, and she was a producer on that movie. And she directed a brilliant film last year that I really, really enjoyed. Hannah Marks directed Mark, Mary, and Some Other People, which was a great movie I saw last year, Tribeca. Mm-hmm. Loved it. She's got this new movie coming out called Don't Make Me Go, starring John Cho.
Yep.
Yeah.
John Cho.
Handsome man.
Yeah, John Cho's in this movie.
John Cho's the guy who plays Spike in the
Yes, he does.
reboot of Yep. So
Was it the same dude who did that found footage movie that we
Searching.
really love?
Searching.
I just watched that movie too.
Not bad.
Really?
Not
Pretty
bad.
good.
Great found footage.
It was actually really well done.
I actually
too.
sent Merlana to that screening when it came out.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, you still keep in touch with me?
No, I sent her to that screening because she was writing for us at the time, and I sent her to that screening. She liked the movie a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark and Mary and Some Other People. Great little indie rom-com about a couple who wants to do open their relationship up. But this one, Don't Make Me Go, is about a guy who finds out he has a brain tumor, and he has two options: he can operate on it and potentially die on the table, or let it run its course and just kill him in 6 months. So he takes his daughter. He takes his daughter to a reunion in hopes of making sure she can meet her mother, who she's never met, because his mother left. And when I tell you this shit is emotional as fuck, Don't Make Me Go. It's amazing. Once you watch the movie, you'll notice that Don't Make Me Go is actually a double entendre. It works for the daughter in two ways.
How?
Okay.
I can't tell you that.
Oh, yeah, tell me, goddammit.
But it does come out next week on Amazon Prime, and that's a movie I definitely wanted to spotlight because I think it's. Me and Hannah talked about it when I interviewed her last year for Mark and Mary, and then we talked about the fact that she used the same goddamn Mark DeMarco song that was in Dinner in America, My Kind of Woman, same goddamn song.
Who is it? Adam, the director of Dinner in America, swore that I would cry, especially during that scene.
You did not.
I did tear up a little, but he still owes me $5. And how much
Adam Raymire, you motherfucker, you owe her $5.
You owe me $5. I'm poor.
Cop it up.
Cop it up.
Put
Pull
that
up, pay
to
up.
quote Jay and Silent Bob, $5. Put that shit in my hand. Clerks 3's coming out soon. I can't wait.
For real.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
But the trailer came out yesterday. Can't wait.
What?
Yeah. So Don't Make Me. Anyways, Hannah Marks. You know who she got for Mark and Mary to be the music producer? You're gonna like this. Patrick Stump.
Patrick Stump.
Yes, as in
Mr.
Fallout
Boy
Yeah.
himself?
Oh, Fallout Boy?
Yeah, he was the music supervisor for the last movie that
That's good to
Hannah
know
Marks
he's
did.
doing some good stuff after this.
And then
After
Don't
that.
Make Me Go has an amazing soundtrack that includes Iggy Pop.
Oh, okay.
Passenger by Iggy Pop, which is
Okay.
John Cho singing The Passenger.
Oh.
And he's incredible.
I need him to do that, but as Spike Spiegel.
That'd be amazing, right?
That would be amazing. How to do?
I am the passenger. That'd be amazing.
I should have directed the Cowboy Bebop remake.
Yeah, because I would have definitely put, I probably would have put all the characters in it instead of.
And actually, put Ioto in it.
Yeah.
One of the
I
major
didn't
characters.
like how they introduced Ed.
That's what I'm saying. I would have put Ed in the first episode, bro.
Ed was not
Ioto,
who I
that's from-
expected.
Sorry, that was another anime. Anyway.
Ed didn't come out the way I wanted Ed to come out. Everything else was fine. I get it.
It was scary.
But
it was confrontational.
Yeah.
But not in an Ed way.
No.
No. You're scary.
Yeah, I feel like they completely misinterpreted the character.
They really
Yeah.
did.
And
But-
that's the only
obnoxious.
thing.
But yes, Don't Make Me Go made me want to cry. It's beautiful.
Aw.
It's amazing. Everything about it I loved. And I recommend it. It comes out on Amazon next week, so if you guys haven't seen it, obviously you haven't because it hasn't fucking come out yet.
Yep.
So go see it.
And y'all are not as cool as we are, so you don't get to see that shit early. Fuck y'all.
Dang.
Tell us about the movie that you want to talk about.
Well, I'll do a little warm up first, and thankfully, I don't know how well he can be heard, but my partner, the
Legend,
legendary,
Baby Boy.
notorious Baby Boy, legend, and it's actually good that he just came here because he actually witness and experience this film that I'm about to talk about with me. And I wrote a whole big long review of it, so I won't get too into it. But leading up to that, my favorite films this year were just like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed Ty West X, even though everyone kind of seemed...
I haven't seen it yet.
I really enjoyed it.
Did we review that yet?
I don't think so.
Why isn't it done?
I'll do it.
Why isn't it done yet?
Because it deserves no...
Crank
like,
that
the
whip.
You know,
Get her on
you know
par.
I gotta keep her in the check, bro.
Oh my God.
If you don't give
My
her...
ADHD!
You know, Lennon, if you don't give her structure, it's chaos.
Yes.
That's
I am
what-
chaos.
no routine, girl. No routine.
Oh, no, it's never
It is a
routine here.
Good.
There's never routine here doing
Good.
this.
We
doing
just,
this.
oh my God, literally,
It's
like, I was on
literally
the roll the other
just
day, and I
chaos.
just, like, birthed out a bunch of reviews in one day, and you were like, what?
James, I did like 3.
No.
But I haven't even touched Tribeca stuff yet, and I have like 8 movies
Oh
I
my
need
God.
to do.
Oof.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were good, actually.
The Tribeca Shorts program was so bad.
I heard about the shorts. Yeah.
Ugh.
Did you
At
include those other 2?
One of them.
The Culver
I
ones?
don't want to review the other one. Please don't make me do it.
Okay.
It's so bad. It's like so bad where I can't even talk about it, or it's just not there.
Mm.
You know.
It's outside
That's
of
how
the
bad it is.
structure. Like, just don't even go there.
It's like it's not how to get girls bad. It's just bad. You know.
Oh, for those of you who don't know what she means by how to get girls bad,
Oh my God.
there was literally an entire Reddit post about worst movies ever, and someone quoted our review of How to Get Girls as an example of torching a movie and lighting the match with the gasoline fully on it.
10 minutes into that movie, I begged him not to let me watch it. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
literally,
It must be that
feel,
bad.
I was like, I feel ill.
And
I
what
know
did
I'm
I
not
tell you?
okay.
And what did I tell you?
Do it. It'll be a funny review.
It'll be great, and it was great.
It was like our most notorious review for months.
Well, that and
Publicity is good publicity.
well, that one and the other one. What was that abortion film that we fucking got torched for?
Oh,
The director.
always, sometimes, never really, always. Or
Yeah,
something
we
like
got
that.
fucking destroyed by the
But
director. for
I
that one.
mean, we have a
You're
card.
still a cunt too, by the way.
Yeah, she was a cunt to us, and that validated me. So
Allison
much
Hitman,
more.
you're still
Someone
a
was
cunt.
a cunt, you guys? How could they be a cunt to
They
you?
said, okay, so she was like, she didn't like my C+ or whatever review of her movie. So she said that us, from an independent filmmaker to an independent film review outlet, you guys aren't legit, and it doesn't count because you're not on Rotten Tomatoes. Whatever
you say.
But like when she said that, I was just like, you just proved all of my
Right,
points. Plus that,
right.
even the brownies and the cookies that I tried to give you. That's
Someone
fine.
took it personal.
She took it real personal.
I don't have a
Someone
rotten
took it
tomato for you. I have a rotten potato.
Yeah.
Suck on that.
Listen, suck on the rotten banana because we're about to be on the banana meter.
There we go.
We are.
The
It's
big
true.
banana meter.
You've heard about this?
Banana meat.
I have not heard of it.
It actually exists. It's basically Rotten Tomatoes for people who aren't fucking hipster elitists.
Hell yeah, in white.
It's called the
What
banana
about
meter.
the rotten
Banana
meat
meter.
Yeah,
The banana.
I'll show y'all an eggplant.
I like bananas more than
Ooh.
tomatoes.
So yeah, there's that. I also enjoyed the Batman. Surprisingly,
It was very good, right?
It was actually very, very good.
It's basically art house superhero movie.
It really is, but it was exactly what you need, and they play that one.
Pattinson
song.
destroyed that shit.
He really
Yes.
did. I was like,
He did.
oh, he's
It's
so
a very good film.
That Nirvana song?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You know what's funny? It's the last track on Nevermind. People don't realize it's the last song on there. And if you didn't like the song before, you like it now anyway. That means that Nevermind has no misses from top to bottom.
Oh yeah, I actually just got the actual CD from a trade.
Oh, really?
We're putting it up in the van on the wall.
CD.
Yeah.
I still have my whole CD book, you know.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'd love to look through it.
I'll bring it down in a minute.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you that the Batman was actually really good.
It was actually
So, yeah.
really. I like how we both are like actually.
Speaking of HBO, there was a little rom-com that they did called Moonshot that I really enjoyed too. Moonshot. It's Cole Sprouse and the new 2020's rom-com queen Lana Condor, who was in To All the Boys I've Ever Loved.
Gotcha.
Which is basically what would happen if you made a good version of The Kissing Booth.
Oh damn.
Because The Kissing Booth sucked. And you know what?
Sucked.
The Kissing Booth 3
But I
tried...
really enjoyed how stupid it was.
Hey, The Kissing Booth 3 tried real hard to get me on board because they had the Western States Motels power lines on the soundtrack. And they had Bright Eyes on the soundtrack.
Oh.
They were trying to get
Are we-
me on board, and I did a
dang.
watch along on Twitter, and I mentioned that I said, "Oh, this movie's really trying to get me in this fucking shit."
Oh my God.
Kissing Booth 3 has
With
bright
bright
eyes.
eyes? How does
I
it
am
even
not
work?
kidding you.
That doesn't compute.
I'm not
Connor
kidding
needed
you.
some money or something.
Connor got paid, my dude. That's not the
Yeah.
first time I've heard Bright Eyes in a movie.
It makes me so
Knocked
sad.
Up has a Bright Eyes song in it.
Really?
When
I'm
they're
okay with
packing up-
Knocked Up doing that.
When they packed up the rooms because Seth Rogen's leaving the drug house, they play a Bright Eyes song. I don't remember which one it is now though.
I'm gonna see Bright Eyes in October. Woo!
You are.
I wanna
Remember
go.
When we were young.
Oh, I have tickets to
festival?
that. I'm
You
going
have
to
tickets?
that. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh,
But I'm not going till the last day.
I don't remember what day we're going.
I'm not going
We
till
were
the last day.
thinking about
Is it
it.
Vegas?
Yeah,
It's here in
No,
Vegas.
when we were young.
What's the date?
Festival.
October
23rd, 24th, and
Yeah.
29th.
They added more dates though.
The 29th is the only date they
multiple
added.
weekends. I mean,
Definitely look at that last day.
when they opened up for the
Voice of
tickets.
Their last album they came out with was Exploding the Mirage.
Uh-huh.
Good album.
Amazing.
I
Good
haven't
album,
listened to it. I'm gonna.
Holy crap.
The Killers
First
actually
day of my
aren't
life.
in the lineup. The
No, they're
Killers
not.
are not on
No,
the
they're in
lineup.
Day in Vegas or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Or what's the other one in September?
I think it's Day in Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's October.
Life is Beautiful.
That's the one.
Uh,
They're probably on that one. But yeah, if you guys haven't heard Power Lines by the Western States Motel, it's an amazing song. It's like the days are long and it sings you a song. It basically sounds like a mid 2000s emo song, and it's amazing. It used to be. This is how old I am. It was my
Mid-2000s
MySpace profile song for like a year,
My space needs to come back.
and then they used First Day of My Life
Of course they did. They used
in
that
what?
for a commercial too.
In the kissing booth?
in Kissing Booth 3, and they used Make Your Heart by
Really?
Azure.
Really? Oh my god, I haven't heard Azure in forever.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
Oh my gosh. Nostalgia.
I just
just
love.
happy- I'm just happy that I am in the company of people who know who Connor Oberst is because
Why would I
that
not know who
does
Connor
not
Oberst
happen in my life.
So before we get into that, I'm gonna sign us off so I can stop
Yeah.
recording, and
Yeah.
then we'll talk about something that I think you'll be very interested in seeing.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I didn't mention my movie.
Please do.
Mention the movie.
Yeah, finally. Mad God by Phil Tippett.
Mad.
Mad God.
It's an animated crazy thing.
Oh
my
Also, they
God.
used Falling in Love in a Coffee Shop by Landon Pig in this movie too.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
25 years in the making.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm pretty sure Phil Tippett was an animation director for SpongeBob also.
Not sure, but that would not surprise me
Did
at all.
a lot of animation for 80s horror flicks.
Yeah, he did some stuff with RoboCop. Like he did the Ed 2 whatever.
Yeah, he just did a bunch of stuff. And basically, he was just saving up all his money and all his props, put it in a warehouse, and then made a movie of like the most horrifying thing. I cannot express to you how horrifying and disgusting and weird this
And
movie
beautiful
is.
it is.
And
I
beautiful.
can't.
It's
I'm
beautiful.
just.
Sets
I like
are
beautiful things.
gigantic.
I'm just so glad I didn't have to watch it because I would have probably fucking hated it.
Like downloading Nancy.
I don't know.
It's one of those movies that I can like morally, ethically, mentally. I cannot recommend it to anyone.
Right.
Period. You just have to. It's just one of those things that you have to come across.
Ironically,
But as a movie connoisseur,
Yes.
it is something that you
It is
recommend.
the-
see,
Right.
that's really
Visually
funny.
beautiful.
Because I've seen a couple movies that are the opposite of that, where I wouldn't morally recommend them, and they're pieces of shit anyway.
Oh my god.
And one of them, ironically, which is the chorus to that Powerline song, is
Yeah.
called Palm Trees and Powerlines. I saw it at Sundance. It was an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Sugar Cult album too?
It is. I'm bouncing off the walls again, but that's not that's off of their
other one.
second album.
Yeah.
That one has She's the Blade on it. Don't ask.
Love it.
I'm a
Great.
fucking emo
I'm gonna listen
kid.
to it on the way home. That's what I'm gonna
She's the
do.
blade,
I am an emo
just
girl still.
paper.
I'm an emo girl.
Yeah.
You're
I mean,
afraid.
if you're feeling quite emo, if you're feeling super
You feel like
emo,
watching a Tool music video?
It looks like a Tool music video from what I saw, dude.
times
what
like
turned me into
a
it.
fucking 200.
When I saw the trailer, because I was editing the review, so I watched the trailer. All I heard was which is literally the intro to a Tool fucking song.
It really is.
You could put Tool music over the movie
Over the entire thing.
and
Put
just take
fear
out the
inoculum.
audio,
Someone
and
needs to.
go
It would make
perfectly.
sense.
Someone needs to put
Yeah.
fear inoculum over the entire thing, and then it'll be complete. Because it's literally, I don't think it has a single thing of dialogue.
Maynard, I know
Oh.
you're watching.
Maynard
I know you're
needs to
watching.
watch this.
Do it.
If he hasn't, oh my god.
Do
Just
it, you fucking
thinking about
coward.
This movie just makes me lightheaded. I just can't. And
beautiful.
I
It is
watched
the first time I've ever seen Shay give out a A++.
Is it?
Is
Yes.
it an A++? Are you
It's
gonna
an
declare it?
A++.
Oh
For me
shit!
too.
Uh-huh.
I back that up 100%.
Oh.
And see,
It's like-
Landon and her don't always agree.
Whoa.
True. Never.
I love my animation.
I just-
It's like Oddworld. If you ever played the PlayStation 1 game, Oddworld.
Abe's Exodus.
Meets Silent Hill. Meets Resident Evil. Meets Hell.
Meets the devil inside.
Meets Lucifer.
You ever play that game? It's a
The
great
Devil
game.
Inside?
It's a great game. It's about a police detective investigating a haunted mansion.
Oh, it's not like
Where
the
the
Evil
Devil
Within.
Inside.
That's the one.
Is that the book?
That's the one.
Oh, there you go.
The Evil Within.
Is that a book?
Devil Inside? No.
No. Video
Devil
game. Video game.
Inside.
Evil Within.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. I never finished that
Yeah,
game.
it is like Evil Within.
But I
Devil
should, because-
Inside,
Outlast.
Resident Evil, Outlast.
Outlast.
It's very Outlast.
Minus the flashlight.
Duh. DMT trip. Honestly, oh my god, it's a DMT trip. And just for like context, I did watch the first half of it high, and I did not feel okay. I was not okay.
That was like me.
That's a personal issue.
It was a personal issue, but that was my heads up. That's my context to that. But man, what an experience! What a freaking experience!
I'll have
This
to watch
movie
it then.
was.
Jeez.
I was halfway through the movie, and I was like, "Is it almost over?" But he was like, "Nope." We're halfway through. I'm like, oh! But like by the time it's over, you're just like, it opens up so many
You want to
doors
see so
for
much more.
so many things.
One of those movies where you
Yeah.
like want it to continue.
It's open, and it might be
Oh.
continued because Phil Tippett is just like, yeah, it's like it just opens up. It's like a
Well, he's got that Shudder money now.
he got that Shudder money, and I hope everyone.
It is available on Shudder coming up here in a few weeks. On Shudder, it's called Mad God.
Mad.
I
God.
hope no one and everyone.
And
sees
guys,
it
if
at
you
the
don't
same
have
time.
Shudder, what the fuck's wrong? It's like
Mad
$5 a month,
Oh
dude.
my God.
I'm looking at pictures of it right now.
Oh, amazing.
Throwing a
movie.
sponsorship out there.
And the movie's only an hour 23.
It's only an hour and 23 minutes. I could have sworn it felt like a.
I didn't notice that when I looked at the time. I was like, it's only 18
Right.
minutes.
Animatronics in it?
Puppet. It's mixed media. So
Oh.
there's live action pieces in it. There's actors. There's puppets. All the props. But basically, every single
Fuck.
shot
It sounds
is its
disjointed and messy, and I
own
like it.
landscape. There's a
I
new
mean,
landscape
They blended
for
together
every
so
shot.
That
well,
looks
you don't even
interesting.
realize
You don't
that
even
you're looking
realize
at.
it.
You're like, wait, that is moving a little too smooth. Okay, we're
Yeah.
live action now.
Yeah.
And it goes back to animatronic.
Yeah.
or,
And
like,
do the
claymation,
animatronics
like-
look animatronic-y and it off-putting?
Some of them.
And because
Some
that's what
of
I
them.
like about when people use animatronics
But
in a
yeah,
movie,
it's-
is it gives you a creepy off-put feeling.
Sometimes it feels like you're watching like a battle scene in Star Wars.
Ooh.
But then some fucked up shit happens.
I'll tell you.
And you're like, oh, I'm not watching Star
That's not why
Wars.
we're watching Star Wars.
I'm not watching Star Wars.
Animation can go awry, though, sometimes. There was an animated film I saw last year in Tribeca I did not enjoy. It was a hand-drawn one. I can't remember. It had Lucy Lawless in it.
Oh,
Interesting.
Lucy Lawless.
She voiced the main character. I'm going to look this up.
Sorry, she used to be
Xena Warrior Princess.
Warrior Princess.
Oh.
Is she the one that was
She's
like?
doing animation now.
She did an animated film, The Spine of Night.
Hmm.
I did not like it.
Spine of Night?
Yeah,
I've not heard of that.
I didn't like it. You guys probably will like it, but it just wasn't my bag.
Spine of Night.
It just had this really off-putting, like, 90s
Oh.
animation style that I didn't like.
Oh.
Was it
Didn't
like,
blend
did it
well.
have like CG?
No, not really.
Okay, good.
It's just all that style, but that style didn't really work, and
It does look
The
a little.
the story
The
doesn't
Hobbit?
make any fucking sense.
It looks a little Death Clock.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But the story
Death
didn't make
Clock.
any fucking sense.
Interesting.
It's supposed to be about these flowers that can grant power, but they fall into the wrong. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't make any sense. I hated it, but yeah. Some people, I guess, liked it. I don't know. Anyway, that's been episode 14
Oof.
of the Snodcast.
Doozy.
Yeah.
It's a doozy.
It was once again a doozy of a time. We hope that you guys will join us again next time when we're going to be doing a director spotlight, but I'm not going to tell you what director. Nor will I tell you who the guest is because I don't even know yet. But
do a shout-out.
Dr. Gina, where can they find you if they want to follow you and all that stuff?
I have a TikTok, and I post a lot on there. And
Like
so
my
yeah,
whole- my
find me on
whole-
TikTok. It's Dr. Chiquita Gina or Chiquita Ginita. I'm gonna double check that right now because I have two things. Yes,
She's a banana, guys.
I'm a Chiquita banana. Okay, it's Dr. Dot Chiquita ChiQuita
It means
Ginita
small.
Ginita. It rhymes.
Chiquita
Chiquita Ginita.
I love that.
So that's her TikTok, guys. If you want
Yeah.
to follow her, she posts all kinds of crazy shit on
Yeah, I don't have a theme. I just whatever word vomits out of me is what happens.
Whatever
So
comes from
that's whatever it is.
And my lovely and talented little sister, co-host, person, weirdo. Where can they follow you if they want to? Good God, if they want to.
Man. You shouldn't, but you should, because I'm not just a film reviewer. I'm also a bona fide comic book artist.
And she's actually better at drawing and stuff.
We need to talk.
I'm down. Yeah, commission me. Commission me. Use me. Abuse me. I'm here. But you can find all of me and all of my work, because most of the time when I take pictures of myself, I'm not wearing very much clothing, so there's a plus for y'all. But,
that really depends on if you into that or something sort of thing.
Mi hermano. But yeah, so my Instagram is Limina, like liminal.
I better not be hearing no comments in the section about how she looks without her clothes on. I will find all of you.
Landon's here too, so.
Yeah.
I've been to the top of the mountain, David.
Limina, LIMANA_1999. Limina.
I'm going on there right now.
1999. Thank you. And I have a brand new comic book series called Holy Underground. If you're like me and you like fucked up things,
It looks
dark
dope as
fantasy,
shit, too.
horror, I would describe it as being inspired by Silent Hill to The Sopranos to The Crow.
I see a lot of the Animatrix style in there as well.
Yes, that's me. Thank you. That's a very high compliment.
Thank you.
But yeah.
I mean, I see that, and I also see like Aeon Flux.
Shut the fuck up.
Did I nail that?
Yeah.
Did I fucking nail that?
Yeah.
Liquid Television.
That's what it looks
definitely.
like.
Liquid Television. I
It's
love
very-
Eon Flux. I actually want to cosplay as Eon Flux someday, but I don't know.
OG MTV.
That's
Yeah.
what it looks like. It looks like that Liquid Television style.
Exactly.
Super elongated limbs.
Mhm.
Your main character is pretty dope. I like that.
Thank
The look
you.
of that.
Yeah.
And you know I don't compliment anybody.
And it's great.
I'm loving
Great.
this art. This is
Thank
great. Y'all need to check her out.
Follow her, and she has a Facebook, but don't follow her on there.
Yeah, I have Facebook, but don't fucking follow me or I'll kill you.
she will kill you. And
I will
obviously,
kill you.
obviously, you can follow me everywhere at Film Snob Reviews. I have a personal Instagram that don't fucking follow me on because I don't use it, and I have a personal Instagram or a Twitter that I use just to talk shit to everybody. So if you want me to talk shit to you, it's at Will Ekizabal. That's WILLEGUIZABAL, and I will talk shit to you, especially if you play video games, because I will fuck you up.
Don't forget the TikTok.
And yeah, we have a TikTok. It's at Film Snob Reviews. All of our interviews go on there and stuff.
Good stuff.
And it's pretty dope. And then my personal TikTok I don't use. So, but that's the Love Song Writer. If you guys really like music, I put music.
Oh,
stuff
you
on
should
there
follow
every
though,
day.
because I do see like the stuff and the albums. I'm like, maybe I should listen to that. Right?
Today's album was Kiss, and I don't like Kiss.
Yeah. Oh, there's also some albums that you post though where you like give a negative review, and I'm like, no, you're wrong.
Well, this is what I have today, so I'm gonna listen to it later.
Oh
Oh, it's
shit.
classic. LP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we already know. We already know I'm gonna like that.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Anyways, follow us on our social media and follow Landon Baby Boy too, because he's
Later, baby boy.
He's
He's a
a-
famous actor.
an actor and model.
Yeah, I'm doing stuff.
He's the
Doing
hottest
stuff.
one here.
Yeah, find me on Instagram, Landon_Munoz, and yeah, I got some stuff going.
Yeah, follow him because that's my baby boy, man. That's my
Thanks,
guy.
bro.
That's my guy.
It's
Appreciate
Scooby.
you.
It's
Appreciate the love.
Shaggy,
He's the Shaggy to my Scooby Doo.
and I'm Velma.
You're
Maybe.
definitely not Velma in this situation.
I'm Daphne.
Only one of you has glasses.
Oh, true.
Oh.
And you're just like Velma.
I love Velma is like my default Halloween
Oh my God.
costume.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next time for Film Snob Reviews. This is Will, and later.